Hello, everybody. We are back. It has been a minute. I missed you guys. As far as I can tell, everyone hears me okay. We're having a couple audio issues. If there's anything going wrong in the stream, feel free to let me know. I am so stoked to be back. I'm going to be kind of doing part-time streams in the meantime. This Monday night game is really going to be the only like consistently scheduled thing going forward till April when I move to new living situation and figure out the job and schedule opens up a little more. So in the meantime, I'm kind of just be haphazardly shooting games in there. I will be doing GoldenEye tomorrow because it looks like hot garbage and I can't fucking wait to play it. It's gonna be sweet. I'm really looking forward to it. They didn't bother to do. They just released GoldenEye on Game Pass for Xbox. They didn't remaster it or anything. They just upscaled it so it would work in 1080p, but it looks like total shit. I cannot wait to play it. They didn't change it.
Controls though, that would be kind of fun.
Yeah, the controls seem interesting. Thank you, Axioms. Yeah, no, but so they completely updated the controls. I'm going to be trying that on stream tomorrow at some point. Probably not as early as usual, but other than that, nothing really new on my end, short of going to be finding some new work coming up, moving into a new spot. So I'm going to be streaming a lot more often, probably basically full-time at that point. Hell's Court, what about you? Anything new coming down the pipes? Any pizza cooking in the oven?
Well, I mean, the only like new thing I've got coming down the pipes is propane gas. I've been messing with it quite a bit. Yeah, it's just I like burning things.
Yeah, cool.
Propane and propane accessory.
Next class is an evocation wizard, now we know.
Speaking of that, someone set a car on fire in the parking lot of my work the other day overnight.
Sick. Canadian Tire, love it.
I've been streaming
Hellscorp, what was your alibi?
Yeah, you've been doing good Bloodborne shit. Yeah, no, I've been killing it.
It's just Bloodborne. We can move past the tires because like I had nothing to do with it. So.
What was the whole car?
Proud of the pizza in the oven, right? I worked hard on
okay,
it.
Well,
That's good.
I thought that it would just burn the tires and then it would stop the tires. It seemed like the obvious.
Interior of a car is very flammable too.
Yeah, no. But like hypothetically, somebody wouldn't be stupid if they didn't know that. It's fine.
Right. Right.
What are you doing?
You expect
That's common
tires,
on knowledge.
like you've seen cartoons where like the road gets so hot that the tires melt. Like that's what you expected. But
No, all that cloth,
Technically,
all that
it wouldn't
fabric,
melt.
stuffing.
I didn't have anything to do with it.
Yeah, good thing you weren't there.
bad.
You definitely
Good thing I
weren't
was
at
there.
that
So-
particular Canadian Tire setting anything on fire this weekend. You were at a different Canadian Tire, completely unrelated.
Buying tires.
Buying tires, not to set on fire. Yeah.
No, God, no. To put on my
Buying tires
vehicle.
specifically of the Canadian
Fire.
variety. Yeah, Canadian Fire, Canadian Tire, baby. All right. So we've had enough of that.
Tread.
There were some marshmallow remnants, so I think they were making s'mores over the car fire.
I mean, you have to.
Again.
If you're gonna riot, you gotta make s'mores over the car fire. Everyone knows that. Anyway, we're gonna rein it in here. So quick recap since we've been away for a few weeks while I've been dealing with shit. Also gonna turn the music down just a smidge. It's coming through a little loud on my end, and it's a little distracting. So, last session, the party, now with me, Mr. Maker, returned to them, having worked on a couple inventions, delved further into this ancient hidden temple, a center of worship to the god Torm, the god of courage and self-sacrifice, being led by the spectral form of Lady Jenna, champion of Torm, one of the few that is held in very high reverence within the echelons of the faith, and seemingly has been tasked with guarding this temple. Unfortunately, was unsuccessful, and you collectively as a party agreed to not only cleanse the undead and foul corruption from within this temple, but also potentially try to recover some holy artifacts or whatever you might from within. Upon first glance, it looks like it was mostly cleaned out by whoever was here first. And you do know that one of the lost limbs of Ropesh, which was being guarded after he was drawn and quartered, not so much quartered, more drawn into 6 pieces really, but both arms, both legs, torso, and head all separated and spread to different parts of the land, this seemingly being one of the hiding places for it. However, his followers had apparently made an appearance and stormed in, killing all the worshippers within, stealing their quarry and leaving a just mess of foul undead creatures in their wake. The party delved through, fighting some wraiths and spirits on their way, eventually getting into a fight with some shadowy-like beings who sapped the very strength from Mantuka's bones, and I believe some of the HP from someone else in the party. I'm not sure. Might have been Jenna on that one. Thank you, Ray, for hanging around. Appreciate you. Thanks for coming in. We got to hydrate already, everyone. Hydrate. Except Hellscorp, because he just has booze. He has hand sanitizer. We can't hydrate with that. So, you guys made it for the
booze, Pat.
It could technically alcohol's alcohol, depending on how strong your stomach is. But I just came from another stream. Hell yeah, Harmony, I appreciate it. Thank you for coming in. So yeah, you guys delve further. It's delicious. You delve further into this temple, making your way down a very long circular staircase, traveling about probably 80 to 100 feet down before entering this small kind of vestibule, almost preparation area, before you wrist to open the massive, ornately decorated stone doors, revealing inside this large cathedral-like underground temple with 6 pillars, 3 on either side, leading up to the ceiling that is just beyond your range of vision for anyone in the party who is able to see in the dark. For anyone who isn't, basically just sheer darkness up there. Not a whole lot of idea what's going on. You all kind of entered the room and began kind of scoping around, with Mr. Maker and Stanislav taking the lead a little bit. However, not as stealthy as you would hope to be in your overall approach going into it. And unfortunately seem to have drawn the attention of something as you guys made a little noise, and then as you stopped to see if anything picked up, you heard the sound of hollow, dry bone clattering across the stones of the floor, all heading seemingly into one direction. I believe Gregory had dancing lights at this point, if I'm not mistaken, so you guys could mostly see what was going on in the room. It is still... You did light a chandelier. Yeah, so it's like, it's lit to the point you guys are all able to see comfortably. There's no penalties for dim light. It is still kind of dim. It's like candlelight, so it's this flickering. So in this flickering kind of firelight that's being cast over this room, you begin to see on the other side this massive creature begin to assemble as all of the bones that were laying in this room that are being pulled out of the tombs built into the wall, the very sarcophagus that have been laid to rest, these sacred figures. All of the bones are just congregating on this one spot, and as this happens, you see this massive hulking figure made of pure bone with several different limbs and body parts hanging in strange angles off of it, some filed to a sharpened point, others this mean bone scythe-like shape. What's up, Mr. Maker?
I want to pee on him.
We'll see if that's going to happen. That we'll take an action in combat to pee on him, possibly 2, depending on how much you've had to drink today. We'll have to see.
If we desecrate the bodies...
You desecrate the desecration. Yeah, okay. Fight desecration with desecration. Yeah.
You're getting
I love it. So, as this creature begins to materialize, you all take a moment, and before you have a chance to even plan, this creature just begins lunging towards you, the bones digging into the floor, like almost like spider legs, snapping the stone and cracking off as it's making its way towards you. We are going to start the game with its turn, because it rolled a nat 20 on its initiative order. I'm stoked as fuck. So the first thing you see it do immediately is begin backing up the wall and just climbing as its legs just like, it doesn't run towards you, I'm sorry. It runs backwards and being backwards climbing up the wall. Very creepy like. All these different heads on top, and it's going to use its full movement and just travel 40 feet up the wall. So it's now 40 feet up, just standing there, looking at you guys. And what are we dealing with for range today? Okay, so none of you are exactly in range. So it's going to make an attack at real quick. Okay. So it's gonna just, first people it sees are the ones by the door, just illuminated in this light. So he's going to just fire a bone shard. I believe he has 2 of these. It can make 3. It's gonna launch 3 bone shards at the 3 figures in the door, which I believe is Gregory, your little robot, Mr. Maker, and Mantuka. Unfortunately.
Moved over to us.
It's up to you. You control where you want that to go at the start of the fight. If it was with you, just drag him on over there and you're all set. That's totally fine. In that case, it will be going for Jenna. That's
Sorry,
a 20.
I meant to move him.
Starting from the top, Gregory. That's a 20 to you to hit. I believe that does hit you.
Oh, sure do.
Okay. You take. I rolled really bad. I rolled a 1. You take 6 points of piercing damage. I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay. No.
You also take 11 points of necrotic damage. Is basically just the energy that was used to create this creature. The rotting bone marrow from within these bones finds its way into your system, and literal like necrosis begins to spread from it. Even looking down, you see the veins around the wound are blackened, and there's just a shard of bone kind of digging into you.
That doesn't feel good.
Next up is going to be Mantuka. It's a nat 20. Good thing we didn't switch to exploding crits yet today. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, so I rolled a 5 times 2 is 10 plus 5. So 15 total points on the critical, and I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, please. Oh no.
On his your stats.
Does this have a 120-foot range?
No, it's at disadvantage. Thank you for reminding me.
Oh.
Hold up. So that actually doesn't hit
shit.
you.
Okay.
And yeah, so based on that, that still would have hit Gregory, because I forgot to roll a disadvantage for him. So it was a 20 and a nat 20 for Gregory, and an 11 and a 15 for Mantuka. So I'm assuming the 11 does not hit you.
Correct. So do I get to give myself 15 health points from
Yeah, you can heal yourself back. I'll make the next two at disadvantage against Jenna, I believe. Neither of those hit her. As the bone shard is just soaring towards her, she raises her shield and it just breaks off of it. This kind of spectral, kind of like celestial looking golden shield with like twinkles of starlight on it.
Stanislav looks on with some like star eyes at her.
Yeah, she just stands there and you see kind of her hair just blowing and like very spectrally in the wind. And she just kind of she steadies herself and readies herself for combat.
Does her hair blow in the wind unnaturally more so than mine does?
No, it's more like as she raises the shield, she does it with so much force that there's almost a slight breeze that just kicks her hair back for a brief second. She does not constantly keep her hair blowing in the wind with thaumaturgy like you do.
No, I don't do that. It just does that on its own.
It's just natural. Okay, so starting the party order off as this creature just is now about 40 feet up on the wall above you guys, just looking down at all of you, having just shot these bone shards at you. Mantuka, what are you gonna do?
Okay. All right.
Also,
Yep.
I believe Mr. Maker has advantage from Kieran.
Oh,
Take
sweet.
note of that.
Thanks, Karen. Thanks. Is there anything that's blocking line of sight with this thing that's trying to thunderfuck me with?
No,
Oh,
there's like the pews in front of you are only about 3 feet tall. And the
Oh,
pillars,
fuck,
while they
yeah.
do stretch to the ceiling, they're only on the side. So you have like a clear view down Main Street right now. The altar, like the little gray table and thing in front of them, is only about 4 feet up as well. It's kind of just an altar. It looks like a sarcophagus almost.
And do I see these skeleton figures?
Oh yeah. Yeah, you noticed them as soon as
Okay.
you came in. They were kind of just wandering around aimlessly until this creature began acting, and now it seems that their focus is all turned to you guys.
Okay, and skeleton fuck face. How far is he? 30 feet up?
40.
Okay. Hey guys, I don't have range like that, so I'm gonna go try to thunderfuck a skeleton.
There.
Apologies. 40. Yeah, so I can fucking just run up to.
Just kind of sprint at him. Okay. Absolutely. That's using your dash action as well, yes?
Oh, 112%.
Cool.
Woo!
Horse on the move. Cow.
And I'm just gonna
Oh.
fucking. What's up, homie? And that's my action because I told my fucking movement. Fucking do
Good.
this! Leave it!
Do you rage?
Yeah, 112%. I'm going to
Might be a
do
good
my
idea.
my interpretive rage dance, and
Okay, just a free performance check, just for shits and giggles.
oh yeah, this is my thing, interpretive dance.
It
Like,
weirdly is. You're weirdly good at interpretive dance.
watch
Press
it.
Greg once.
So-
It's like how the it's like how
Performance
Maori
with the-
warriors had.
Yeah, it's almost like the haka, but like
I'm not
more.
really good. I got 0. It's all naked dice. So
It's
all like-
11. Like that's decent. You just go over and like this is tradition with your people. They have it's almost a chant that your tribe would do when they're walking into battle, and then like a thump or two on the chest that reverberates around this stone room because you have this big, bulky chest. But yeah, and it was basically just and like hyping yourself up a little. You see the veins begin to bulge in Mantuka's neck as he goes over. The horns almost look bigger and more intimidating.
Stop the big iron hooves a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, and you notice like the fine tile floor here is just cracking under each step that you take. So not only are you going to war, you are desecrating a religious monument, and that's how we roll here.
Praise
Okay.
Bogus, bitches.
That being your turn, she doesn't really have a whole lot to. Why can't I move? There we go. She doesn't have a fucking lot of range either. Let me tell you. Gonna check one thing. Oh, baby. Okay, cool. That works. She's going to use her movement to go 30 feet forward. She's going to step forward, and she's just going to grab her mace and say, Torm will light the way, and point the mace to him, and you just see a guiding bolt fire out of the mace towards them. Range spell attack. It is a great spell. It really is. Range spell attack. Where it is?
They're 20 feet, baby.
Yeah, exactly. Where is their spell attack thing? +7. There we go. That's definitely gonna hit. I don't think it has a lot of AC. Yeah, it has 17. It definitely hits. Okay, and 46. Ooh! A 6 and a 1. Look at that. Both sides of the spectrum. Okay, so 14 points. As she steps forward, and you see this radiant burst just like light up around this creature. All the bones are illuminated, kind of highlighted in this glowing golden aura. So whoever attacks it next has advantage on the strike. And she's just gonna ready up behind the shield and come on, just prepare for next round of attack. Gregory, you're up.
I look over at her and I say, thanks, but I kind of have a more automated way of doing this, and I'm just going to jump ahead. There's that guy there, and that should put me, because it's 40 feet up, right?
40 feet up, yeah.
Yeah, that should put me just enough range for magic missile. So
Use that Pythagorean theorem, baby. Let's go. Yeah, go ahead. I will
got
say
a
you're
gaming
definitely.
gaming chair. That's all I need. So we'll be at level. Good 4. Yeah. Burn some high things.
We're gonna burn some high level shit. Okay.
Yeah, 3 plus 3, so that's 6. So let's see. There's 14 plus another 2, so 16 points of force of damage, I think it is.
Emotional damage.
Okay.
Emotional, physical.
So how does that manifest? Go ahead and describe your spell casting for us.
You see the same little pink chair that you've seen before, and then just a little gray blob pops above it, and just a tiny little computer chair with a little gray blob and a computer in front of him.
Definitely know what a computer
my
is. Yep.
Streamer friend to shoot magic missiles.
Absolutely. And these 4 content creating missiles appear, begin spinning, and I believe there was like 6 total there. 6 missiles.
6 there, so 6 the little.
You see these
computer
6 just
turn into
winding,
light.
like corkscrewing lights, just twirling towards this creature, just begin exploding off of it. See chunks of bone begin flying off and clattering to the floor around it. You guys have already hit it pretty hard. Is that gonna be your turn?
Yeah, that's gonna be me.
Okay. Okay. Before the skeletons go. No, he's gonna wait on that, actually. He's gonna wait on that. The skeletons are gonna take their turn. Currently, just the 4 of them, I believe. Yeah.
Yes, the 4 of us.
4 of us. Gonna make you fucking die. Just the 4 of us. You and I.
No.
Yeah. They're fucking skeletons, guys. Come on. So, Mantuka, you're kind of like readied yourself. You got over there, you're raging. The fucking veins in your neck are just pulsing and ready. You're ready to just absolutely destroy this creature as it just
Do you even live, bro?
wordlessly swings a short sword at you. Let's see if I can actually hit a 6. I rolled a 2. I don't think that's gonna do it. These guys are more here to annoy you. Are you hugging a little dick pillow right now? Ah! You can show the dick pillow on stream. I don't mind. It's adorable. It's so cute.
Oh my god! That's the cutest little chode I've ever seen in my life.
What do you named it?
I can't remember. I'll have to ask my wife.
Okay. Okay, the skeleton misses. That's all he's got. The other one, also seeing a threat, is just going to spend its entire move It's not going to attack you. It's just going to spend its entire turn like shambling towards you. And it's going to reach your space, but it does not have enough time or actions left to attack because it used its dash.
You just made the wrong choice, hombre.
Yeah, it's like, it looks like it's trying to say something, but you see its mouth moving and its teeth kind of clamping together and just clattering along as it's trying to just like... it looks like it's about to it looks like it's about to lash out at you. However, Mr. Maker, your turn is up next. You see the two skeletons pushing it. What are you gonna do?
So you'll see the place is kind of collapsing, right? It's been around a bit. There's some chunks of walls and I assume roofs that are around.
Oh yeah, there's bits of stone that have fallen from the roof. You can see some of the pillars have small cracks in them. Definitely looks like there's a sizable amount of debris around. What you got in mind?
I need to...
If you're behind the pews, by the way, it counts as cover if you're crouching.
Okay.
Just counts as cover, basically.
I want to get maybe there. Maybe that's good enough. That's 70 feet. Good
He's also
God.
40 feet in the air, so a little more than 70 feet.
Good God. Okay, well, maybe that won't work. Let's see.
Womp, womp, womp,
Wah, wah.
I can, fuck it. I'm just gonna cast...
I love it when my players say, fuck it. What you got?
I'm gonna cast Long Strider
Oh, nice. Okay.
on myself.
All right. So you're an hour of extra 10 feet, no concentration.
And I'm gonna move... I'm gonna move there. Can I, like, vault over these?
Yeah, they're only about 3 feet high. Like, it's no sweat. Not even... If you're trying to go over multiple, it might be an issue. But if you're just, like, hopping over one at the end of your movement, it's fine.
Yeah, I just
You
want to
also
go...
get an extra 10 feet on this turn because you started within 10 feet of me.
Yes, you have, like, 50
Okay.
50 feet.
Can I undo Long Strider then? Because I didn't realize that. Because I just needed the 10 to get over this pew.
Did you already cross it off on your spell slot?
Maybe.
Then no, unfortunately. But now you have 50 feet of movement, and Long Strider will
That's
carry
useful
over
as hell.
for another hour. So,
Alright.
sorry. Once it's checked off, it's checked off.
Well,
Like once you take your fingers off the chess piece. Basically what happens, you cast this on yourself, and then as you take off running, you realize you're moving even faster than you thought you would be, and then you just look back at Stanny, who just kind of smiles at you, and you get an extra 10 feet of movement from him.
I'm stronger than ever before.
Well, in that case, yeah, I will just run up to where I'm at, and if
Okay.
I see any, Oh, no, that's it. That's it. That's my whole turn. That's all I can do. I'm gonna crouch down as well.
You have a crossbow, don't you?
But I had to use my action to cast
Long Strider. Fair. Yeah. Cool. All right,
And
that'll be
I can't
you.
do anything.
Stanny, you're up, buddy. What do you got?
All right. Seeing all this going down.
I also crouched. I don't know if you heard me.
Yeah, so basically you're getting half cover right now,
Far away is
which I believe is +2 to your AC, if memory serves. Could be wrong. I think it's +2. No one uses cover in my game, so I haven't had to use it as a rule very often.
I am
I
going
forget
to.
that
So
one a lot.
you see Stanislav just like focus for a sec and just flex and flex some more and do a couple poses, and this like shimmering golden energy surrounds him as he casts haste on himself.
Okay. Speedy boy.
Yep.
I'm just gonna
Golly, go,
give
go, go.
you... Okay, you're gonna get a couple little lightning bolts over your thing, just so I know you have haste active.
Okay. I like that.
And you will also get... House Corp. You're gonna get a little fucking... I don't know. You'll also get a lightning bolt.
Oh no, this is much better.
Oh, I
Wings.
took a second level Long Strider.
Okay, and then I'm going to.
Oh, you used it as a second level, so you can give it to one other person as well.
Yeah, I'll give it to him.
Okay, Stanny, you now have haste and an extra 10 feet of movement.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Oh,
is the
fuck.
haste doubled too? Or the
It's
Bone
not
Strider
doubled.
too?
I will all
Target
add
speed
together.
increases by 10 feet until the spell ends, if that helps.
So yeah,
So
if
do
you're
I
10,
double
yep.
the 50,
Add it all
or do
together.
I add that onto the end?
It's part of your movement before you casted haste, so it is double.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I get 100 feet of movement.
Jesus
Wow.
fucking Christ.
Regular movement without dashing. Okay, what
Yeah,
does that
it's
do
just-
now?
You took your action to cast. That much I know.
Okay.
And I think you get one weapon
Became
attack
the Flash.
because you're hasted. Yeah, you all watch Stanislav just manifest this golden energy, and then there's a burst of light, and he's almost vibrating. Like he's almost moving at a blurry speed at this point. 100 feet in 6 seconds is what you're
Super
able to move.
Saiyan.
Yeah. What are you doing?
I'm gonna move way the fuck over here.
Mhm.
Use the dash action, the haste action, because I used my action to cast haste.
Mhm.
And I'm just gonna square up against this skelly.
Okay. So ready for
Um,
next turn to just unleash a metric shitload of attacks on him?
Yeah, I don't have any bonus actions to use.
No, unfortunately, you used the haste dash, so you don't have. What's up?
I would like to make it canon if I can, that the way I cast Long Strider is I took
Yeah.
a little emblem, I stuck it right to his chest. It had a little lightning bolt on it.
Awesome. Yep. Totally fine. You're just making the Justice League at this point. Like you're literally making superheroes.
These weird, like, lightning bolt looking thingies throw out of my hair.
Yeah. So as he reaches out and just brands this lightning bolt on your chest. It's a yellow lightning bolt against gold skin. It's barely visible at this point.
100%.
Mhm.
All right, so you squared
Yeah.
up with the scale.
Yep.
Okay, next up, the big boss man's gonna go. Yeah, he's going to. He's gonna leap off the wall, and just launch himself forward. I'm gonna have him make an athletics check for this one. He's gonna take damage from the fall. He knows that. He doesn't care. I don't think I have athletics. I do. He does have acrobatics. Yeah, I'll go with that. Yoink. Not great. Not great. So he manages to eat himself like literally half his movement speed, and then collapses into
Onto
the
his
ground.
face.
Yeah, he jumps and you see all of the bones just like and I'm a roll. He was 40 feet up. It's a d6 per 10 feet, if I remember correctly. Cool. Takes 12 points of damage. As he just collapses, you
Points
see
of
all.
stupid damage.
Yeah, basically, he jumps and he's like, looks like he's about to like fly at the group of you. You see his two bone sides coming out of his shoulders, kind of like in the air, ready to strike. And as he lumps, he just completely loses his grip on the wall behind him, and you see him just collapse into a pile of bones in front of you. The bones just like scatter out over the floor, and then
Smash the bones!
begin all piecing back together into him. I'm gonna say because he whiffed that so bad, he doesn't have any additional movement. He does
For a
still have
second,
his.
boom, we did it. Nope.
He does still have his bone sides. No longer at disadvantage. So now there's only 2 targets in front of him. He's gonna take the first 2 at Jenna, who casts Guiding Bolt on him. He is still Guiding Bolted, by the way. For anyone making ranged attacks, that's a 15 to hit. Does not hit her. Second one for her.
Range is for
20
pussies.
26 does hit. Whoo! 13 points. She's already like fucking taking some hits.
And a shit
Con-
short's coming down here where everyone died, bitch.
Yep, she succeeds.
She'll be fine.
Not a ghost. She's a celestial being. Difference.
She's a ghost.
She saved against the necrotic.
Light bright
Also,
ghost.
She's a champion of the gods.
okay,
She's a
yeah, she's
champion.
resistant to necrotic. So she gets hit with 4, and as the bone shards hit her, you notice them sink in, and they try. You kind of like notice like this almost black cloud kind of begin to form in her kind of spectral form, and then just dissipate as she shakes it off. She takes all of 2 points because she's like resistant to necrotic. Doesn't seem to bother her. Last one, however, Gregory is going to be coming
Wait, she
straight for
succeeded
you.
too, so wouldn't she take half of half?
No, the 4 was what he rolled, and then yeah, so she takes 1. Technically, yeah, good point.
Nice.
Very good point, Gregory. Next one's
Every
coming for you.
point matters in this
That is
fight.
a 12 to hit. I don't believe that hits.
Imagine they like, yeah, it hits.
God damn
My
it.
character's like that.
Damn
yeah.
it.
She like notices it come for you, and you
Those
kind of
level
like
wizards.
step out of the way as the bone shard just like flies past you. She's, stand strong, young one. We can overcome this. And she's gonna like look back at it. That was all 3 of its turns. It has no movement yet. It can't do shit. It hasn't taken a lot of hits yet, unfortunately, which is good.
It face
Uh,
planted.
It did faceplant and took a little damage from that. Mantuka, you're up. You do notice as this thing is taking damage, some of the bones and pieces of the bones are remaining on the floor and not like reincorporating into its form right away.
Alright, well I got 2
Bash
shit
the
skeletons fucking in front of me, so I'm gonna fucking
Yes.
try to make a fucking halberd attack at the orange one, I guess.
Sure, yeah.
Don't you have like sweep damage now?
No, that's not.
We haven't added the cleave damage rule in
Haven't
yet.
added it
It's
yet.
an optional DMG rule. I'm probably gonna add that when I add exploding criticals because I'm tired of doing math for stupid criticals.
I remember we talked
and I'm
about
at a
it at some point.
reckless, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
do this at advantage. Thank God. 28 to hit on my first attack for
My hits.
shit damage. 9 slashing damage on this first ombre,
Okay.
and then I assume I'm gonna keep hitting him because he's still up.
Yeah, as the axe end of your halberd kind of comes down, it cleaves kind of through the collarbone and into some of the ribs and kind of splits off one arm that falls to the ground. It is still standing, but only barely.
Sweet. Fuck him. Second attack, bitches. I'm clearly recklessing still.
Uh,
Thank God. Dirty 20.
Yeah, I was gonna say 11 and would not hit. So dirty 20 definitely does.
11 for
That'll do it.
14 slashing ombres.
Yeah, so as you slice down the first time, cleaving down into some of its ribs, you essentially just bring the halberd up again and refinish the blow and like do a diagonal cut through the torso and like split the rib cage down the middle, and the bones just fall uselessly to the ground. That one
And then
is
I'm just
dead.
gonna square up on the other one.
Okay, cool. Square enough. Sounds good. That'll be your turn. Next up. I'm gonna do a fun thing. I forgot. Wait, you're initiative 20, right? Sweet. Oh god. Okay. At Mantuka, after you finish your attack, you notice the skeleton collapse to the ground in front of you. And then you see the skeletal abomination just kind of right itself. You feel kind of the shadows in the room begin to build a little more. You feel this, I don't want to, it's hard to describe. You feel kind of energy begin to radiate from this creature, and as it does, you hear the bones begin to piece up. And okay.
I don't like this vibe.
You see that one does not have a low. I don't even need to be marking these anymore. Fuck it. Another 4 skeletons just begin popping up in the room around it as the lair actions take effect, and the necrotic energy, the necromantic energy in this room manifests and raises another 4 skeletons for you all to deal with. Where do I want them? Yeah, let's put one here. Fuck it. Yoink. And then we're gonna throw one by Mr. Maker too, as I can. Here we go. So you see another 4 skeletons just begin to manifest and rise up from all the bones and bodies that lay on the ground here. One begins clawing its way out of like the things in the walls, but can't seem to be able to make its way out currently. And that's what you got to deal with. She sees this happening. She's like, oh, no. Let's level the playing field. And she's just going to close her eyes. And you see just a beam of light erupt from the heavens, kind of circling on her. And then from that, another couple beams of light appear. And she is going to activate her Call to the Faithful ability. And we are going to roll a d4 and add 1 to it. So 4. Around her, kind of forming like a almost cross-like shape, you see 4 people very similar to how she's kind of laid out, this golden kind of spectral, ethereal, kind of like heavenly look to them, wearing just plate armor. Their faces covered, all you see is like eye slits and like these golden eyes beaming through, as 4 warriors wielding almost identical weapons, brandishing the same armor and holy sigils, all take up a place around her. And for the sake of ease, I'm using the Sword Wraith Warrior stat block for these guys. It says that right on the sheet. So I am going to have to add some randoms in here. I'm just going to throw in a knight, I guess. It's probably easiest. to have like just a knight. An orc. That'll fucking
duplicate me. More me.
just a bunch of you. No, I'm good on that. Paste.
Me.
Paste.
Me too.
Ooh. Yeah. And then the last one's gonna go here. So basically, all these figures just appear all around her and begin manifesting, and all prepare for battle. They are going to act on her turn. Unfortunately, it is her whole action to do that. I don't know why I put that as a bonus action. That is not a bonus action. That is an action to do. It's adding 4 people. So there's now 4 additional holy warriors on the thing, and they're going to take their turn. First off, going to unleash a single attack on the skelly in front of you guys. Oh, I should probably bring the chat window back up. That is a miss, unfortunately. And then the other one who appeared right next to it is going to hit a 21 and cut for 5 slashing. Okay, Gregory, you see the skeleton that's like just manifested and appeared in front of you. Just start taking hits from these 2 golden glowing warriors who just manifested in front of you. He just doesn't look like he's too happy. The other ones, they have 30 feet of movement. It's just going to immediately begin going for the skelly by Mr. Maker, because it's the first one in its range. Yeah, and it's using 2 hands. It does not have a shield. This one is just wielding a pure battle axe. No shield whatsoever, 2-handing it for 12 damage. Fuck yeah. As it walks over, just like smashes the skeleton into powder in front of you. The bones collapse to the ground, nothing remaining for it. That'll be him down. Yoink. You just like look up as you're crouching at this golden warrior. You see these 2 beady golden eyes just looking at you. Pupilless, there's no color or iris or anything. Just 2 golden beads of light, and just nods silently at you.
In character.
Okay, in character. He just nods. Almost he recognizes the appreciation. The final one is just gonna fucking send it. Okay, there we go. He's not quite close, or they're not quite close enough to make it, and does not have the bow, just the axe and the shield currently. So it's just gonna stand there for its turn and kind of just like goad this giant skeletal creature, like ping, just hits the shield. Doesn't seem like they're overly capable of communicating. However, she's gonna use a little bit more of her movement to advance, take an attack of opportunity from that skeleton. Whoop. She's not gonna fucking hit a damn thing. At this point, they're mostly here to annoy you guys. She's also gonna kind of finish her movement and create basically like a shield wall between her and her other holy companion. Next up, we have Gregory. This is a very full battlefield.
Yeah.
What do you got? What do you got?
Greg, as soon as all that started to happen, he just picks up his toy box and he's just hugging it like over his face. It's like, this is becoming a lot, and he's gonna back up 25 feet. And,
Okay.
Still got the box up. He's just backing away. He's like, "You guys, oh god!" He's gonna open up the box, and same little guy's gonna come out. And lightning bolt.
Lightning bolt.
Dex save 15.
From
That's level 4.
how far is the range on that shit?
100 feet, baby.
I think you're good. I think
And
you're
as
still.
long
Yeah,
as
you're
there's
set.
less
Ooh.
than 5 people in my way.
You can put it over there.
Yeah, you can spell sculpt it too, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, up to 5 people. It's gonna go like all zip zap. Every time it hits a corner, it makes a honk sound somehow.
Honk, honk, honk. Yeah, okay, I'm down with it. That's an 18 to save, which I believe meets your save, so half
Sure
damage,
do.
correct? Okay.
That will be half. Let's see, what's half of 33? Okay, so 15, 16.
Okay. We round up,
17.
so it would be 17. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
17.
Also, thing to be noted. Magic missile is force damage, correct?
Yeah.
You notice those hit with a little extra oomph.
Good.
That's all I'm gonna tell you. That's all. I probably should have told you that sooner. I'm sorry. There's a lot going on. I'm trying to keep track of here.
No.
All right.
Good to know now.
Yeah, it does not like the lightning bolt either. It kind of recoils as it's still kind of piecing itself together. However, on its turn, it is going to use.
In legendary action.
Yeah, it's going to use a legendary action and make a single bone shard attack
Don't tell him.
That's just gonna go for Jenna again, because now she's summoned Holy Warrior, does not hit. Fuck yeah. Just launches another one. She ping puts the shield up in time. She is just holding it down right now, dude. Best NPC I ever made.
Teacher,
We
we're
have
gonna have a
inspired
test
her.
today. Shut up, Stan.
Basically. Did you have a hand up? What's up?
I was making fun of Stan. I was asking if we had a test today or a surprise quiz or anything like that for his advantage on that roll.
Oh. Fair. Okay. Next up, skeleton. Mantuka, same deal. The two that are in your face are just kind of like, at this point, they're there to more harry you and keep you distracted. I believe a 12 is not going to hit you. Neither is a 9.
Being the honest Minotaur that I am, I
You
do
reckless, so
they
yep.
do get advantage.
Second one manages to hit you. So as these
Fuck
skeletons
yeah.
just begin unleashing attacks against you, you block the first one, and then the other skeleton, while you're currently occupied with the other, just gets in and like rams a short sword right into your ribcage and kind of twists it a little, pulls it out. Didn't get all that deep, couldn't make it through the muscle and tissue. Skeleton's not all that strong. You only take 4 points of piercing damage from the short sword. Halved because you're raging.
That's just like a skeleton. The sneaky little buggers.
Yeah, just right up into your guts, dude. Next up, this one is currently engaged with a pair of holy warriors, which I believe does hit for 8 damage to the sword wraith. Okay. All right, that is it for that. Oh wait, there's one more. I don't want to leave Stanny alone, and there's this blue guy down here who I forgot about entirely last turn, so he's going to use his movement to head up this way. Actually, he can dash. You now have 3 skeletons standing in basically a semicircle around you. Congratulations. The green and the red are going to make 2 attacks against you. Probably not hit you, I'm guessing. A nat one. Okay, so the one labeled with green, you have advantage on your next strike, because as he kind of like stumbles forward trying to stab you, the lack of muscle on his bone structure kind of causes him to stumble forward, and he loses his footing and kind of like throws him off, and you notice like a pretty clear opening for your next attack on that one. I love my natural one system. It works for me. I think that's going to be it. Yeah, they're basically just like holding the meatheads back from the attacks at this point.
Doesn't red still have to attack me?
No, red rolled the 11 and then green rolled the 5.
I thought green had flanking. Okay.
No, oh, I guess he would have flanking.
Either way, it misses.
You know, yeah, you know what? I already said it.
Okay.
We'll just say he made his attack before the blue guy made it into your space. Because fuck retconning. That being said, next up is Mr. Maker. You see all the skeletons forming, this big creature now in front of you. Actually, before your turn, it is going to use another legendary action, because it has 3 of them, to shoot another bone shard at, I'll get the golden guy in front of him. Let's do that. The other threat, 21, definitely hits. Yoink. And a con save. And resistance, resistant to necrotic. Let's get it, dude. Also succeeds. Okay, so only takes... Where's my fucking thing? There you go. So much damage to keep track. Okay, 9. Sweet. Resisted, so half. There we go. Hey, JT, thanks for the wasabi, buddy. How's it going? Welcome in. I got disadvantage on my next attack. Great! Great! Mr. Maker, you're up.
So, first off, he's still got Guiding Bolt on him, right? Nobody's hit him
Yeah,
yet.
no one has hit him since that was cast. So technically, I believe you still have it. I don't believe...
I want to...
Oh wait, before the end of her next turn, have advantage. So the advantage is now gone as the spell dissipates after her turn. I apologize.
Okay.
I don't play a lot of holy characters. I don't get to use that much.
So, bludgeoning damage is like the same as force damage, I think. I don't know.
What does?
Maybe. Isn't bludgeoning like force damage?
Bludgeoning is... You don't know if bludgeoning will have the same effect as force damage on this
They're
creature.
Distinct
Yeah.
types, though.
Roll me an intelligence check.
Okay. Intelligence. Time. 19.
Yeah, you're good. You know, based on your past experiences and dealing with creatures of the skeletal variety, they do tend to be weak to bludgeoning damage and force damage specifically. It seems like bones struggle with that kind of damage type. Do with that what you will.
I'm gonna grab off the ground just the largest chunk of rock I can find.
Yep.
And you see Mr. Maker fucking on his wrist catapult. He just like slaps this big ass rock down on top of it, and it like shoots up, and then kind of turns into like a little trebuchet.
You got a wrist trebuchet? I'm so fucking here for it, dude. I'm so here for the wrist trebuchet. I had a little when I made this, I had a little flick catapult like you give kids that shot a bullet speed and rock. That's a dexterity save from the greater Skeletal Abomination. It's a +9 to its save. 22.
Broke a street lamp with a slingshot when I was young. That was cool.
That would've been fun.
Advantage, don't I?
That's not an attack roll technically, because he actually I have disadvantage.
Oh, Pog.
Because of Chet. I rolled the same thing.
Oh, are you kidding?
Let's go, dude. So he does succeed. Is it half damage on a success or just no damage at all?
It is. Make a dexterity saving throw. On a failed throw, the object strikes the target and stops moving. So
okay,
when the
so
object
it
strikes something, it takes.
It's just it dodged.
Through him.
Yeah, so he like steps out of the like basically just sidesteps as this rock comes soaring towards him, and it crashes against the stone behind it with enough force. Go ahead and roll your damage on it just so I can see what the damage is already done. 17. Okay, so you notice the stone behind this creature, kind of the solid stone wall, which has seen some erosion over time, a little wear and tear. This fairly medium-sized stone hits into it. You see a few cracks just kind of spider web out in the stone. Some of the grout between the bricks, the mortar between the brick. Grout is for tile. That's my bad. Begins to kind of crack. And you start to think maybe this room isn't as structurally sound as you might hope it would be.
I think it hits him anyways, doesn't it? Like
no, because if
he
succeeds the dex save, it just goes right past.
I see.
Yeah.
I read
yeah.
Thing.
But the bright side is if there's a line of like 4 people and you cast it, every time someone succeeds, the next person has to save against it, or it might hit them too. Yeah, fair. There you go. Peter knows what's up. But you do notice that stone begin to crack, and maybe starts to worry you a little bit about the structural integrity of the room you currently find yourself in. Is that your turn?
Did it again. Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Stanny, bringing up the end of the attack round. What do you got? We'll bring ourselves back up
Alrighty.
here.
Thanks for bringing yourself to me, boys. And I'm going to take, because I'm hasted, I have an extra attack. I'm going to take 3 attacks, 1 against each of them.
Okay. Yeah, you're probably doing okay.
1.
Wait, did you put the wings on yourself? Is that a thing you can do?
Yeah, that's the haste.
Take lightning bolt off you then.
No, because that's the long strider too.
Oh, fuck's sake. That's true. I need a foot.
23, 29, and a 14.
I believe every single one hits, baby. Which one is going to... It doesn't really matter, but go ahead and tell me which one.
Have I fought skeletons before? Do I know to do bludgeoning damage?
Roll me an intelligence check. Roll me a freebie intelligence check. We'll just leave it up to that. This is like a logic thing. Like, logically, bone...
Oh shit, 17!
Yeah. You gather that probably a blunt weapon would be more effective against these creatures than a sword.
Can I turn my battle axe sideways?
Absolutely.
Like that?
100%.
Okay, cool.
100%. If you can describe to me how you are doing a damage type with your weapon, go nuts. I hate the damage type system in 50. Cool. It's stupid. Well, halberd does 3 damage types. Halberd can slash, it can stab, and it can bludgeon.
Thing is, it's a one-sided battle axe. I'm just gonna turn it backwards.
Yeah, just beat his ass with the other. Go ahead. Yeah, go absolutely nuts. So 100% allow that.
1, 2.
You're using one-handed on it?
3. Yes.
Okay.
So the 1, 14 to another, and 17. 7.
Which is going to which? Are you going blue, red, green?
Sure. It doesn't.
Okay. So you bring the axe around, hit blue. He kind of crumbles and comes back up, and then just collapses into dust as his bones are no longer capable. Definitely seems like they're vulnerable to bludgeoning damage. Every single one of them goes down one by one. You're just... and the last one, you kind of just break the jaw off, and the bones fall sideways into the pile. You just...
Sick. Did I kill all 3 of them?
Yep.
Nice.
They only have 13 health. Effectively, some of them have different. I kind of rolled some of their health, so some are higher, some are lower. But your lowest damage there doubled was 14. Definitely vulnerable to bludgeoning attacks.
And then I'm gonna use my some of my 100 feet of movement to come all the way over.
Go for it.
Can I stand there?
Yeah, that is a broken piece of pew that's just falling on the ground. If it's
Okay,
not a
so I just
complete
take it out
pew,
of
it's
the way.
broken. Yeah, you're just standing on top of some rubble, basically. It does not affect you in any way. Cool.
Okay, cool.
That's going to
And
be
just
you.
square up against this big bad motherfucker.
Okay. Hold up. Oh, baby. I'm an idiot. Why was I doing ranged attacks that whole time? Okay. So it's going to be its turn. It sees the 3 all glowing golden people in front of it. Like, you guys have a very much a theme. You got an inspirational quote from Harmony. Don't be a stranger, Mr. Maker. Do them a favor, neighbor to neighbor, as an awesome player. Shows them the danger. You get a D6 inspiration dice from Harmony. That was one of the best fucking inspirations we've had yet. And it rhymed. I appreciate that. Thank you for the sub, Tsunami. I appreciate you, buddy. So it is going to make 3 attacks. There you go. I love that the dick pillow is just floating on the pizza. Yep. No, wait. No, it is only for Mr. Maker. You get 1 player you can inspire. I'm sorry.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dick topping.
Dick topping. I love it. It's going to make 3 attacks at the 3 golden people standing in front of it. First one for you. Stay. 17. Does not hit you. 17. Does hit him. And last one. 22. Okay, so 15 points of slashing to you. 13 to you. Con save from you. Con save from you. Okay, success and a failure.
Plus 4 to
A
the
success.
next to me.
Okay. So half damage for him. Wait, hold up.
Protection.
Yep. Half damage from that. I have so many fucking character sheets open right now. 7. So halved. And then fucking halved again for Jenna. It's like 2. Rounded up as 2 and a 4 for him. Okay, they're looking okay. There we go. I think that's about it for him too. No bonus action. Yeah, fuck it. That is going to be it for its turn. Mantuka. Oh, real quick. I gotta see if I recharge the layer action. I do not. You guys don't know that, but I do not. What do you got?
I'm gonna fucking smash these 2 and see how that goes. So I'm gonna focus on the one that I've already damaged a bit, and I'm going to recklessly do it.
Okay.
So yeah, as I fucking, oh yeah,
100%.
the hit.
Definitely
Yeah,
hits.
take it,
You doubled
take
its
it.
AC. You doubled its AC. Congratulations.
17
That'll
damage.
fucking do it. That was the non-red one, right? Memory serves?
Sure.
I don't. No, red one was the one you hit already. This guy was new.
Yeah,
I
fucking
remember.
Red
Oh.
Didn't that one
dog.
recorporealize though after
He
you
did.
killed it and then it
Yeah.
came back or something?
It's a different skeleton.
Yeah.
The skull is distinctly different.
All right. So I'm gonna smash the other one now,
Go for it.
recklessly.
Yep, 100%. That hits.
Sweet, and
That does it.
15 damage.
Are you still doing the slashing damage, or are you just picking up on the bludgeoning thing? Doesn't matter.
I'm
You
just
can't
turning the
effectively kill it.
axe sideways and
Just
just
wobbling. Okay, yeah, you just essentially like
torso.
baseball swing it with your halberd, getting like a little extra reach and like cut, literally split it in half as the bones just burst out the other side and it collapses
it.
to the ground again. I'm gonna copy this guy in case I need to paste some more of them.
Okay.
Anywho.
And then I'm gonna use my movement. Oh, fuck! I can't dash because I attack because I'm an idiot.
Skeletons are dealt with.
Fuck. Okay, well, I guess we should be a pleb and run over here.
You gonna pleb it up?
Look at me, I'm a pleb hanging by the pews. And
Okay.
that's Mantuka, strong
Cool.
and silent.
So his layer action, unfortunately, does not come back, which is upsetting. However,
It's okay, Mantuka doesn't have a layer action.
Mantuka, at the end of your turn, you notice the creature just kind of hunker down. You notice its bones almost begin to vibrate. And you see this kind of very familiar necromantic energy radiating. You begin to hear the sound of bones once again bouncing across stone, and you notice all the bones that have fallen off of this creature begin pulling themselves back towards it and reincorporating into its form. And it is going to use its bone magnetism.
Is my reaction to interfere with that?
Nope.
Step on some of the bones?
Does not
Flash
matter.
him up?
Bone Kirby.
Do I get an attack of advantage on his bones?
Nope. So as he kind of sits there and remanifests his bone into his system, you notice his form kind of grow back into what it had been before, basically negating most of the damage, if not all of the damage that has been done to him so far this combat.
I still try to do that anyways, to no avail.
Fair enough. Go ahead. That's all 3 of its legendary actions, however. Jenna's just going to step forward the 1 space to close the gap here. Okay, so she is going to start off 1 attack with her mace. It's a fucking 9. It's not enough. She just raises her shiny gold mace, swings it down, trying to break some of the bones, and misses. And then you just see her get like frustrated with herself. No, Tome would not let me down. She refocuses on her energy, and she's going to use her bonus action to make 1 more attack using Fury of the Faithful. I need to roll 1 more mace attack. And it rolls a 7. Fuck! Damn it, dude. Damn. That would have been an extra 2d6 damage. It basically is a free guiding bolt, too. It would have given you all advantage on the next strike. Anyway, she does miss both her strikes, so she's just trying to lash out at this creature. She can't tell which bones are like being pulled back in and which ones are already part of its form, and is just overall struggling greatly to maintain that. However, her allies are going to take their turn. That one moving forward and making a single battle axe attack for a 20. Yay! All of 8 points of damage. There we go. That is all it can do. I still got 2 over here. 1 is going to attack that skelly and hit its AC and kill it. Okay, that is enough. He is down. The other is going to...
Can I yell in Celestial, use the back of your axe?
Sure.
These dudes?
Yeah, absolutely. Talking is like, if it's a brief, like 3 to 6 second statement, total free action. Absolutely fine. He's going to use his fucking 30.
One, like, not do that, and then...
Yeah, he's going to use his 30 feet to just come up and begin shoring up with you guys. Where's the other one? There's one other one I can't see. Oh, there he is, by Mr. Maker. He is going to... It's going to toss down the battle axe that it was wielding with 2 hands and reach onto its back using half its movement to draw a longbow and just start loosing arrows at this creature. There's a +3 to hit, so it's probably not going to do it. 10 does not hit. The arrow kind of just like it hits into the bones and begins just bouncing around uselessly and falls to the ground with a clatter. It seems like you guys got a bit of a wall built up, at least. That's probably a plus. Gregory, you up. You notice the other skellies are falling down. Also, Mr. Maker, to be noted. What's up?
I was going to say, what about that other guy by the bodies?
What other guy? Oh, over here? He's the one who... That guy?
He's the longbow guy?
No, this was the longbow guy.
That's
This
what-
guy used his action to kill the skelly, and then this guy used his movement, right?
What skeleton?
I think. The skelly that was over here that I deleted when it died.
Oh, for some reason your things are coming in like delayed of when you're saying them. They're coming
Oh,
on
really?
the other one for me. Yeah, I don't know. It might be my browser or something.
I might be broadcasting audio on fucking Roll20. I don't think so, though.
I don't know.
None.
Doesn't matter. I
Plug it.
understand now that the
I get you.
question has been answered.
Cool. That'll be it for them. Gregory,
What
what are
was
you gonna do? I don't remember.
Gregory's probably going to be feeling a little more confident seeing a lot of those bodies hitting the floor. Gonna stay where he is, though. He's just looking a little more calm. Opens the box again, and the same little pink guy in a chair is gonna come. And,
Lightning bolt.
And the pink guy in the chair is magic missile.
Oh, it is magic missile.
Just a bunch of little
Unblockable.
screens coming up with all that same
15.
big skeleton's face on it, and just.
You did 26 damage because vulnerable, so doubled. You negated its heals. You did exactly as much as its healed. So as you guys all watched the bones kind of re-manifest into its fucking body, you just see these 6 magic missiles from Gregory just begin blowing pieces of bone shards off once again. He does not like that. He's kind of being thrown back very much like Tropic Thunder, kind of like multiple bullets hitting him. You're seeing chunks of bone just flying off in every direction. He did not like that. He can't speak. He does not really make noise. He has no vocal cords. But you swear, Gregory, you see one of the, like, 8 skulls that are built into its torso just turn, and if it had eyes, probably be looking right at you.
I go right up against the wall when that happens. Get in the box, buddy. That's my turn.
Okay, Mr. Maker, you also have not used UI.
I'm realizing that, yeah.
Okay.
That's why I was...
If you want to say UI moved up with you on the last turn, I will allow that. He can't do anything else other than... But he's been next to you this whole last 2 rounds. It's amazing.
Perfect. Thank you. Okay, number 1, I'm gonna go ahead and move him first. Might as well. I'm gonna put him right there. Right here, right next to him.
Yep. Yeah,
I
easy enough.
assume he takes up the whole thing, so that's...
Yeah,
adjacent to it,
basically he's, those like whole 6 squares around. Like, he's a square of 9, basically.
In that case, I will
He's
use
actually
long...
8. 4 by 4 by 4. He's very big.
I will use long strider as well to come up like flanking with him. Is that possible?
Yeah, 100%. No sweat. And you're in its attack range the whole time, so you don't have to worry about attacks of opportunity. You're all set.
Sick. Well, I guess to
Call health.
start with, I'm gonna force empowered Ren. Since I said I was gonna move him first.
Mhm.
With,
You're gonna give him the fist. You roll a
Yeah, the
natural. You roll a natural 1. So as UI just like hops up, don't worry, sir, I've cut this. Puts out his robotic hand. You guys hear all the hydraulics. The hand kind of like pops out, but as he does, his weight kind of shifts awkwardly on a bit of like kind of blood and leftover guts that have been rotting on the floor, and he kind of stumbles. He will be at, if something attacks him, it will be at advantage for the little robot who did no damage. So probably not. Gonna be a big, hey, nat 1. We don't get enough of those nat 1 fucking emotes in chat. We got nat 1s and nat 20s. Yep, that's UI. What are you gonna do?
well, all right, my turn. You know, I got my standard. You know.
Yep.
I've
Oh,
been
I know the
sitting
trick.
over
Be
here.
better.
I've been sitting here trying to figure out a way to do bludgeoning damage with it. And unless you'll allow me to just smack it with the side of the blade.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So
Yeah. You also have a hammer.
Roll for spanking.
What?
Remember, you
Oh,
found
I
the
do
you
have
found
a
the
hammer.
magical blacksmith hammer that you attuned to. It doesn't have any magical properties like a +1, but it is a magical hammer, so it's unbreakable. Do with that information what you will. If you want to add just a warhammer to your sheet to use as stats for it, it has warhammer stats, but it's effectively a big blacksmith hammer. Go ahead.
Yeah, I didn't even have it as an actual weapon. I had it.
Yeah, an item. I forgot to send you a sheet for it. That's on my bad. I will write that up tonight.
One second.
Yeah, take your time. You're all good. We are in no hurry tonight. This encounter is like all we got on the fucking docket, and it's gonna be a slog fest. Like, this is gonna go.
Okay. Where's my? There it is.
Hammer spanking.
So I can use Green Flame Blade with this Warhammer.
Technically, yeah.
That's sick as hell.
Unless
I'm gonna
it
do
specifies in the spell,
Green
you.
flame hammer.
Yeah.
Proficiency with Warhammer allows you to
Green
add
flame
your
bonk.
efficiency bonus to the attack roll for any attack you make with it.
Yeah, that's normal.
Why can I do
That's always.
It's-
Are you
Is it
not
just
proficient?
automatically done?
Yeah, it automatically incorporates into your thing if you roll it. Like the +7
That's why I
or
have a
whatever that
+10
appears on the
I roll.
sheet.
Let's.
I don't think it
That's
counts
weird.
as magical, so it's not treating it as an intelligence-based weapon. So here I'll say just use the double-bladed fucking sword for your attack roll. Just click that because that has all the stats we need on it. And then we'll just do Warhammer damage instead, which is a D8 plus your strength or intelligence, I guess, for you.
Okay, plus my intelligence, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, sick. All right. So in that case, I will do just a swing with it for the Green
20.
Flame Blade.
Yep, 20 hits with your
Perfect.
Warhammer, which is not called the Babe, but that's fine.
Roll twice because advantage. Linking.
Yep, you're flanking as well.
I forgot.
24 hits, 100%. Yep.
Pog. And then I will roll damage.
Yeah, it's a
which would
D8
be-
plus your proficiency plus your intelligence modifier.
Okay, I'll just roll the D8 here. That's +4 plus my intelligence modifier, so that's
Yeah.
+9. That's 8 plus 9.
You're just 17 points. Wow.
A
That's a
bludgeoning
hell of a roll, dude. You max
And then-
damage that. Beautiful. So 17
But-
points of bludgeoning damage with it. Doubled to 24. No, 34.
Additionally, the green flame blade.
Doesn't seem to take anything extra from the fire, but doesn't seem resistant to it either. As you kind of just lash out with this hammer and kind of just clamp down, you break clean through what looks like a femur that maybe is making up part of its like legs that it's standing on. Almost like spider-like, almost like 8 legs, but some more kind of pop down and adjust as needed. You definitely hit, and it did not like it.
You know what it definitely did take more damage from is force damage delivered by Arcane Jolt, which can also happen.
Also be doubled. Also be doubled.
So
Yep.
that's
14.
Another 7.
He's-
so-
I wouldn't say he's looking rough at this point, but he's taking some hits, and like bones are beginning to fall out. You're not sure how often he can self-heal, but you're definitely beginning to mitigate what he's able to heal against. Goddamn.
Perfect. And then I'm gonna use my second attack to swing with
Yep.
it again.
Go for it. Also at advantage because you're flanking. Another 24. Nice.
Because I'm flanking.
Natural 20!
Nat 20, baby.
Let's go!
It's Pog.
Mr.
I'll
Maker.
roll another D8.
Dude,
That's
take
Seven,
the
ti-
hog, you.
7 times 2 is 14, plus 9 is 23. 23 on the crit.
perfect.
Doubled.
Doubled. So 23. You doubled and then doubled it again. So 46. Okay. Still looking not, I wouldn't say bloodied at all, but he's definitely like smaller. As you knock bones out of him, his size begins to kind of shrink, and he takes up a little less space than he was before. God damn, dude. You didn't even need that inspiration dice.
Crit. Woo!
Did not even need
Let's
that
go.
inspiration dice. You still have your inspo banked. Use that whenever you feel like.
That's just
God damn.
for attacks physically, right?
Yep. No. So, it can be skill checks, saving throws, attacks.
I mean, it's not for extra damage though. It's just
No, you can't add it to damage. I
Okay,
think
think
the
about that.
swords bard can let you add damage instead with the inspiration. I'm not sure. I know there's one class that can do it. Anyway,
I was just,
that being your turn, Stanny. You notice your party now just encircled. You're standing there with the 3 or 4 other golden celestial warriors at your side. Mantuka is beginning to approach. You hear his ping, ping, ping. Iron hooves breaking the tile that he walks upon. What are you gonna do?
Stanislav takes a quick moment to think to himself, well, this is going much better than last time. And he's going to rear up for 3 attacks with advantage against this
Okay.
bitch.
3 times with advantage because flanky. Yep.
Yep. 20.
20 hits.
27.
27
Come on,
hits.
give me a nat.
We're hunting that crit, baby. Hunting that critty.
Oh.
No, unfortunately,
Okay,
27.
that's fine.
All 3 hit.
Can I just... No, okay, hold on.
Roll the damage for the first attack first, and then we'll go one by one
7.
after that.
Whatever that is. And then what... 7,
Yep.
14, and 12. All bludgeoning.
Okay, so 7, 14, 20. So 14 plus 28
33.
plus 24. It's all bludgeoning, right?
Yeah, it's 33 total points of bludgeoning damage. So double that. Right?
Yeah, so 66 total.
Yo.
God damn. He's got a lot of HP, but you just fucking carve out. You just walk up and with the back of your axe just begin hammering on the same part, breaking through bones. Chunks of bones are falling out of every direction. God
Target the
damn.
arm with one of them.
Yep. Does not look like it's holding itself very well. Okay. That's your turn, yes? Okay. Start of its
that's it.
turn, you all notice everyone within... Okay, everyone within 15 feet. is going to be hit by this, which is literally all of you except for Mantuka and Gregory. Okay, so you all watch as this creature just begins kind of like almost imploding and like gathering itself. It shakes and then bones explode out in a circle around it, creating a 15-foot on either side. So essentially a 30-foot wide circle centered on him.
Bones sticking out. Bones.
I need all of you to take DC 16 dexterity saving throw, please.
Pat, this guy, and this guy all get +4.
Okay.
total.
So we got Stanny is a 21, 16 from Jenna. One of the sword wraiths does not make it. So who all did not make it on that? Just Mr. Maker. Just Mr. It's 16. You did
16,
not.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then one sword wraith. So 2 of you are going to take max damage from this. The other 2 are going to take half. I rolled so bad. It's 78 damage. 78, and I rolled 2 ones. Okay. So everyone who failed takes 26 damage and is knocked prone. If you succeeded, you take 13 and are knock prone. So also, Mr. Maker, make one for UI as well.
Oh yeah.
And you are, yep. Maker failed it, unfortunately.
I'm gonna flash
So-
of genius to that as well.
You're gonna flash of Genie or your guy?
Yeah.
Okay, so you are currently prone. You see UI take the hit, but not go prone from it. You could use your inspiration technically on that saving throw. The D6.
Oh, can I?
Yeah,
Yes, please.
yeah, absolutely.
Yes, please.
So roll a D6, and we'll add it to whatever you get.
I maintain concentration on haste.
Oh, no.
You got a 16. Okay, so only one person is knocked prone, and it's gonna be. I'm just gonna give it this guy.
Was it half damage or was it full damage?
You do take half damage from that as well, but you are not knocked prone. He's just gonna get a fishing net on him because he's held down.
Uh-oh.
Are you playing Dark Souls right now?
No, I'm not.
Are you playing Bloodborne while we're having a D&D fight?
No, I just have it up in the background.
Respect.
No,
Always
see,
circling.
I have it set through my main monitor, so
Yeah.
like I can change the input, but I'm not doing it right now. I just
Are
have
they
it on constantly on the outside.
Totally fair, dude. Harmony's inspo just saved your ass completely. So the only person who's not... I'm pissed, dude. That ability is supposed to fuck. And it did not. It still gets fucking 2 attacks, but still. Stanny is going to make 2 attacks straight at you because you just lit it the fuck up. It's 12. No, that was the... Give me some... 23.
That hits.
Okay. You take 14 points of slashing damage from it as this like kind of arm appendage with like this broken kind of curved bone at the front that looks like it might have been created. Like this was probably brought here and made by the necromancer who made this creature. I just fortunately for you, no constitution save on that one. Does
Oh, I
not
maintain
appear to
haste.
stack.
It's to maintain haste.
Fair enough. Yeah, that's a good idea. And then it is just gonna fucking do fuck all, I guess. Yeah, that's literally its turn.
Got you now.
Mantuka, go ahead.
All
It
right,
still looks
well,
like it can fight for quite a bit. Like
fucking
it's
man,
not
Tuca
going
looks
down
like he
anytime
can fight
soon.
too. And by my movement meter, I can get 40 feet gets me here, and it's about fucking time for some thunder fucking.
You can get to there. The other space you moved to was in its space, so you can't
Oh,
actually
that's
stand
a
in
cool 10-foot halberd. Nonetheless, let's fucking on y va, Leroy. And he's gonna make fucking 2 reckless attacks at this fucking hombre.
it. Go for it.
Doing like flat of his blade to try to do bludgeoning
Yeah.
damage. I feel like.
Absolutely. Or the
Yeah,
back of the
I see.
halberd. Traditionally, a halberd had an axe on one side, a pike
Yeah.
on the front, and either a hammerhead or a spike on the back for dismounting people.
Bonker.
So I will let you. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
there's a fucking hammer on the back. It bugs me
Yeah,
so
fuck
much
yeah.
that halberd is 1 damage type in 50. I can't fucking
So
stand it.
25 to hit.
25
That's
hits.
Awesome damage.
25 hits. Go ahead and roll that damage. 15.
So 15 bludgeoning for first attack.
Plus the 3 rage because you're raging, right?
Yeah. So it's 12.
Okay,
so
so
plus
8.
3 is 15.
Oh, it gives the total. No, my bad. My bad. Double.
So 23
Has
in the
blunt.
second attack.
That hits too.
For 15, so it's 18 bludgeoning damage. Fuck you, Skeletor.
Yeah. So you guys watch as this creature is standing. It is now having trouble, like, holding some of its bones together. It looks like a lot of its form has been lost. It would be considered bloodied at this point. Only just. However, that's your turn.
If it's moving, I'm beaten. Yep.
Okay. Start of the actual lair. I'm gonna roll to recharge lair. Fuck me sideways. What it?
Hell gets gift of advantage.
Hells gets advantage from Samian Knight. God damn it. I can't, like, when it comes to recharging my monster's cool abilities, I can never do it. It just does not work for me. It makes me very sad. Anyway, it's gonna, after your turn, it's gonna use its legendary action to make one scythe attack against the golden warrior in front of it who is prone, so add advantage. Wait, what? Oh, I clicked the wrong thing. Yay. 23. 15 points of slashing damage, which is gonna be enough to do it for that guy. Yep. So you watch as the gold warrior, who is now just like looking up after being knocked prone by these bones, the combined damage it took before, the bone sight just goes down, pierces right into the chest, and you just notice this burst of gold cloud, almost like a burst of like stardust, as this celestial warrior is sent back to the heavens from whence he came. Are still 3 standing, and your celestial protector, Lady Jenna, still doing so as well. Thanks for coming in, Insomnia. How's it going? I roll the worst recharge. It is shit. Mantuka, that's you. We are on to Jenna, who cannot do that again. She is going to go ahead and... I think I can only... Yeah, Call of the Faithfuls once per day. Yeah, she's gonna just make a fucking mace attack. 20! Finally hits for 4 bludgeoning. Doubled, so 8. Beautiful. Doesn't seem all that perturbed by it, and she just like steps forward and smashes down into it. She looks at all of you. Doesn't seem like anyone's taken a huge amount of damage yet, so she's kind of keeping an eye on things, and she's just gonna hold her ground at this point. She's only got the 1 attack on her turn. However, yeah, that'll be it for her. Next up, we have her holy buddies. One's gonna move in here and make an attack, still using the sword wraith because it's just easier for me. That's now 1 again. Fuck! It's cool. It's cool. These guys are helping you. I don't want them to roll well. That's my bad. He steps forward and kind of like swings with the battle axe as he puts his shield down and just misses entirely, and also kind of slips, opening himself up for a counterattack next round. This guy is basically just going to move in here, drop his battle axe, and just prepare the longbow. Yeah. They're both going to take a shot. That's really all they got. Not 20. I'm ignoring the crit rules for roll 20. So I rolled a 5. Times 2 is 10. Plus 1. So 11 points of piercing damage. And the last one's going to make an attack. I rolled 2 crits in a row. Why couldn't I do that to the monster? Why couldn't I do that with the monster? Fuck, dude. 6 1 7. Okay. Took like fucking 16 combined damage or whatever from that total attack, but 2 crits in a row. Big Sag, dude. Fuck, I wasted them. Moving on to Gregory. However, it is going to use another one of its legendary actions to make a bone scythe attack against Stani for 13, missing you, I believe. Correct.
Yes.
Gregory, you are up.
Okay, Gregory's gonna do something a little more pragmatic. He's gonna move 30 feet up here.
Okay.
And he's gonna reach his hand into the box, and you're just gonna see a couple of pink flower petals fall out, as well as a handful of berries, and I'm gonna cast Good Berry. And just put those in my pocket. And I'm
Just in
gonna
case.
stay right there.
Okay, so you're preparing some sensu beans, is what you're telling me, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I
Smart.
got it. Smart. And then after your turn, it's going to use its last legendary action to lash out against Lady Jenna, who has been summoning everything. 24 does a 12 point of... Oh, shit. She's not looking great. You notice that, like, Jenna, throughout the day that she's been traveling with you, has taken several hits already, had her max HP drained in the first fight you did. She's starting to look a little rough. Some of her, like, where once her body just looked solid, albeit ethereal and mostly celestial and see-through and golden, you notice there's, like, little wisps of cloud beginning, and it doesn't look like her form is quite as sturdy. And it looks like she may be close to close to some trouble. However, Mr. Maker, you're up.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you know my.
I know your go-to at this point.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. But first, I'm gonna try to hit with the steel defender.
Yeah, go ahead. Give me that little hand bop, buddy.
He's gonna bop him for 8 bludgeoning damage, which is 16 total, right?
Yep. Yeah, that
14 hit.
the 14 does not hit, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
you said roll the damage, so.
Oh, sorry. I totally spaced. That one's my bad. I got a lot in my head right now. AC is actually 17 on that one. You notice that some of the bones and skeletons that are like essentially half like still formed do still have some scraps of armor on them. And it looks like that's what UI just kind of hit with his hand bluntly. Still like knocks the creature, and it looks down at this shiny little silver thing that has been beating up on it and doesn't really register it as much of a threat as far as you can tell.
Sure.
Now it's your turn. What do you got?
All right.
Oh, you also have advantage from insomnia. I don't know if I told you that.
You didn't. That's big pog. I will fucking
Hydrate!
smack it again.
We got a hydrant? Thank. This is Chris. Are you thirsty?
Yeah.
Okay, 23 definitely hits. Definitely hits, buddy.
Big
Group
pog.
building activity.
So I'll hit him with the extra little bit of fire damage, which isn't going through for some reason.
Just tell me what it is. I try. Oh, there it is. 8. 8 from green flame, and then yeah, just roll the D8, adding your intelligence and proficiency.
Roll one more time to see if you crit because you're flanking.
Oh yeah, I forgot I'm flanking.
Also true. Yeah. Nah, no crit. Very close to it though. You're
Nat
one
19,
away.
Holy shit.
Nat 19, dude. Damn.
God damn.
Damn.
So yeah, I'll just roll the D8. Why is it running so terrible? What is happening?
Sometimes you just gotta refresh, roll 20 and shit. Sometimes you never know. So 5 plus 9 for all your mods. 14 plus 8 is 22. All right. Yes. Cool.
Give me 1 second. I'm not quite done. My computer's just freaking the fuck out right now.
That does happen. We can take a little break in a bit too, because I have to feed the cat in about 20. So.
Okay, I got it working again.
Sick.
And then I gotta roll the actual damage for it, which was I just rolled it, right?
Yep.
That's 5
Plus 9.
9.
14
Bludgeoning.
plus 8. 22.
Mm-hmm. 22.
Yeah, so multiple. Okay. Double.
Big
He's
boy bludgeoning.
Yeah, he's still standing. Doing all right.
And I'll also just on top of that, because I can, because it's once per turn. It's beautiful. Did that go through?
No.
No?
Nothing is going. There it is. Arcane Jolt 12.
And that's force damage too, right?
The
That is
force or
force
electric?
damage.
It's force? Beautiful. So
Force.
24, Jesus. It's holding together. It's beginning to, if a skeleton creature with many limbs and heads on it could look desperate, it's starting to. It's kind of looking like it wants to step back, but it's kind of like looking at the people surrounding it and understanding that it's kind of cornered a little bit.
I will use my second attack.
That's a nat one.
Did they both go through?
You rolled a 19 and a nat 1. So 19
Yeah,
hits. Yeah.
It was at advantage. So
Yep. Oh, you're good. Go ahead and roll that damage.
I'm doing it. I have to switch back over here to roll the D8 here. That's 7 plus 9. Yeah.
16, 32. Okay. You just step forward, and you all watch Mr. Maker now just begin teeing off on this creature with this warhammer, this blacksmith's hammer. It's almost a little big for him. Like, it looks like it was probably sized for Goliath. And seeing the blacksmith body before, he was quite a large individual. So he just bah! And begins just hammering through these bones. You see shards coming off. The bones are snapping. It's having trouble standing. You guys are fucking with my creature a lot right now, and I don't like it. Anyway, that'll be your turn. Stanny, you're up. What do you got?
Not quite.
What do you got?
I saw the bonus action.
You do, technically. Is Arcane Jolt a bonus action, or is that just a freebie on any attack?
Let's look.
I feel like it's something. It's 2d6 is a lot.
Special.
A special action?
Yeah.
Read that out real quick.
Oh, special action!
Oh, there it is. When either
whenever
you
can
hit a
just do it,
target
yep.
with a magic weapon attack or you steal defense, you can also do it.
Just do it. Do it. Just do it, DM. Do it.
Cool.
Arcane Jolt is cool.
You can also heal people for like within 30 feet of you. Jesus Christ.
do it,
Oh,
man.
equal to a number of time plus your intelligence modifier. Cool.
Yeah, so I can do it 5 times per long rest.
How many times did you
Cool.
do it today? You've done it twice this fight. Okay.
112.
Yeah, so you have 3 more. Damn, dude. My monster. Stanny, you're up.
Alrighty.
Well, I still was.
Oh yeah, your bonus action.
What are you doing?
Yeah, I hadn't done it
Right.
yet. I wanted to do, but can I do branding smite still? It's a bonus action.
So you have to
That has
cast
to
that
be on your
before you
next
attack. Yeah, so you would
Okay,
have to
before I
cast
do
that
it.
and then on your next hit. So if you want to not cast that now and do it next turn, totally fine. All right with that.
Okay.
Because you already
Wait,
made your
can you
attacks this
cast it?
turn, unfortunately.
Oh yeah, it's only you hit a creature. I see.
Yeah, so basically you cast it and then it just holds until you hit on your next thing. So if you want to save that for next, go ahead
Yeah,
and
I'll
cross
save
that spell
it,
slot.
That's fine.
Cool. All right, Danny. Now it's your turn.
All right. I'm going to get around to the other side of it. Can I can I stand right here? Kinda
So
on
to
the-
go, you can't walk through its space, and that is its
No, I know,
space.
but, like,
that it is space. So you'd
uh,
have to like go starting from here, work your way around the pew, and jump over the pew. But it is doable. Yes.
Yeah, can I
It's
do
also
that?
Very fast.
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
100 feet of movement.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, because I just don't want to leave his range of his opportunity.
You're not sure what his range is, to be honest.
Yeah. So I'll jump up onto the edge of the whatever this is altar thingy.
About 3 feet, 4 feet up.
Sweet. I can still
Can-
hit him from here, right?
Looks like an altar, maybe a sarcophagus. And like as you kind of climb up, you look down the other side and you see like there's a drawer in it that has been slit open that has the slot that looks about from the shoulder down where an arm would have sat for several hundred years.
Shit. Okay.
Mhm.
Alrighty. Now I'm going to take all 3 attacks with advantage.
Go for it.
23,
I need to hope it survives like 2 more rounds and then I'm fucking good.
27, and 23. Guessing all 3 hit.
All 3 hit. Yeah.
Okay. Here is 12 doubled.
Mhm.
8 doubled. Und 8 doubled again.
Jesus.
I was laying into it.
Oh yeah, you fucking lay a number of strikes into this guy. Again, just from behind the shield with the battle axe, just unleashing with the back end of this now blunt weapon that still has all the weight of an axe head behind it, which is probably why it's still feasibly doing damage. You just begin carving into it. Bones are flying off in all directions. Its size now, it was originally like a huge creature. It is now more or less a large size, as you have effectively shrunk it down to the point it is now a smaller creature because it just does not have as much bone mass as it did before. That can be it.
Nice.
Yep. Okay. At the end of your turn, I believe it can still do a legendary action, so it's gonna. It's going to do its bone magnetism because now you guys are scaring it. 6, baby. That's the exact same I healed for last time. Okay, same deal. Standing as you finish unleashing on it, you see again it just manifests, and all of these bones are just scurrying back into its form. It regrows to a huge size. However, still looking pretty fucking haggard at this point. That'll be it for its legendary action. Now, start of its turn. It is. I'm gonna fucking let's see if I can make this. Come on, baby. Sorry. So I'm gonna do Cloud of Bones. I need everyone to make me a DC 16 Dex save. Literally all of you, every single person in the party.
Unfortunately, no one gets my aura. Big stuff.
Nope.
Shit.
Yeah, I'm using my advantage for this. God damn it. Because I have advantage still. Because I was using advantage from flanking, not from.
Yeah, you do have the advantage from, was it Harmony or no? It was Insomnia Night. Okay, so who all failed? There's a lot of fucking rolls. Stanny
I
failed.
rolled 20.
Gregory failed.
I got a 19.
2 of us failed. 3 of us failed. Oof. Okay, so everyone who's below a 16, you are knocked prone. You take the full brunt of 29 bludgeoning damage as bits of bone just fly out and pummel you in the face. It's not piercing damage. It's just like elbow joints and shoulders and just like literal solid bone whacking the shit out of you.
Femur. A whole femur.
Yeah, basically. So everyone below a 16, you are prone. We're going on an honor system. Who got knocked prone? Yeah, Chris, Ryan.
Below a 16, not an
Six, below or if you hit 16, you made it. And you only
We
take
did
half
half
damage.
damage.
Yep,
Okay.
so everyone above that, taking
Ow.
15 points of bludgeoning damage.
And then I get it halved again because of rage, correct?
Yep.
Okay, so round up, so
I keep
8.
doing
Yes. So Stanny's prone and Ryan's prone. All right, well, Ryan, you're... Oh, you're good. Ryan, you're fine. You're not in that. I forgot that you're way the fuck back there. You have to be within 15 feet. You're fine. You're way too far. I forgot for a second that you're just like solo chilling up here. Sorry, a lot of cards on the table. I'm getting back used to it.
It's just strategic and heroic.
Yep. And it is going to make its last 2 attacks at the Holy Warrior, who has been lighting him the fuck up. So Mr. Make, or Stanny, as you're knocked prone, you look up.
Get
And you-
Wait, what?
She hasn't done shit. She's hit him for like 4 damage a turn, dude.
I know.
He just like, as you're laying there looking up at this creature, you just see one of the heads on it. The neck just cranks back, and you see like the head fully twist over and is just looking down at you. And then the scythe almost like reverses and comes back over its head. It's gonna make 2 more
Yikes.
strikes at you.
And I'm
At
prone.
advantage because you're prone. So 23 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
You take-
I'm trying to tell you, if you give me just a second, that first attack, he's been deflected, so it's at disadvantage because of
Wait.
Steel Defender. That's
fucking
my reaction.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Just down the bottom, on the very, very bottom.
Like attack, defender, pose, dismounted attack. Be within 15, within 5 feet of it. Yeah, sure. So disadvantage. So and your sentinel attack.
Yeah,
No,
so
it's a 13.
after-
So first
after
one
he
was
hits
missed.
Stan, I'm gonna be very super vigilant, and I'm gonna make an attack at him because he's not
Yeah.
attacking me. Very last portion of Sentinel.
Okay.
Oh shit, yeah.
Oh shit, yeah, buddy.
It's a
I didn't realize that
reaction.
was
Makes an
part of
attack.
it.
Yep, makes an attack.
Turn.
Cool. You're all set. Go ahead and spend that. Roll your damage.
And I'm
So
already recklessing, so.
yeah, you're good.
You're also
Stanny,
flanking with me.
that attack misses you. Next one is. Oh wait, hold up. Would have been a disadvantage because you deflected it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So just a straight roll.
So the first one would have been 13. So the next one is a 23, and then
Okay.
fucking an advantage roll because it's not deflecting anymore.
In case he cares, he took 15 bludgeoning damage, doubled, whatever
Okay.
you want.
Still up. You haven't quite negated his heal. So that attack will hit you, Stanny. You take 16 points of slashing damage. The scythe just comes down and like through your stomach and pins you to the floor temporarily, and then yanks it out of you. And that'll be.
I'm in a lot of pain.
Yeah, good. That's what we want. That's what we want. Anyway, it is still doing. It has some movement. It might. Nah, he's gonna take it. You're starting to feel the tide turn a little bit now that people are all knocked prone. This guy, also prone, so he's gonna get just a fucking net on him. And I think that's it. Oh, these guys were also. All of my archers got knocked prone too. I love it. Oh, he just rotated. That's not at all what I wanted for you. That's fine. Yoink.
I maintain haste. Oh, I have to roll twice, actually.
Why? Yeah, you got
I
hit by the
with
big. You got hit by the big thing, full brunt of it.
Okay, I'm good twice.
What was the damage on? Oh, you're at advantage, so 18 and 9. Yep, you're good. That'll be its turn. Mantuka, you're up.
Oh wait, it's my turn again! Yay!
Yep.
I'm gonna reckless and gonna bludgeon the thunder fuck out of this bejesus creature, or
Okay.
attempt to at least. 16 to hit.
And it does not do it.
Fuck it. I
As you
guess
kind
I
of
just
like launch
roll-
out and try to hit it with the back end of your halberd, the hammer end. We got a posture check, guys. Make sure your posture's good. You
I'm
just
slow.
ping, hit a piece of the armor that is still left on one of the corpses that make up this creature. And
just
do
gotta
not
grab my-
mend to find purchase on that attack.
Kind of grab my axe and like tap myself in the head a bit, and do my second
Yeah.
attack.
Go for it. Come on.
Fuck me.
Come on.
15. Nope.
Nope. You
Not
need to be a
today.
17. Damn, dude.
Fuck
Just
you,
again,
Skeletor.
same thing. You're trying to. This time you kind of go in and try to stab up into the ribs and just force the halberd through and do bludgeoning damage that way. You just cannot find purchase. Whacks your halberd away, almost with disdain. It had a little attitude to it, like
It's
a.
because I used my reaction. He's pissed.
Yeah, he's mad at
That's
you. He's
me.
upset.
Peace out. Praise Mogus.
Okay, so for his legendary action, he is going to launch a counterattack back at you. Fucking Mantuka. Bone Scythe. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I rolled a 1 and a 2, so I rolled 3
You rolled
on
like
that.
shit.
Yeah, I rolled 3 times 2 is 6 plus 6. You take 12 damage on a critical strike with fucking 2d8 on it. Cool.
12 damage and then a halved. So 6 damage because I'm
Yeah.
running?
Yeah. 6 damage on my crit. I'm just gonna go fuck myself. I'm just gonna go cry in a fucking.
skeleton spider.
Go cry in a corner. Okay, that'll be your turn. Yes.
Does
Okay.
Mantuka actually say that?
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Wait.
Fuck you, bitch. I'm back to
Uh.
the media that cause more damage.
Wow. Wow. Okay, that's kind of fucked up. 1 second. I'm just checking something for healing
It
stuff.
happens when you're
Oh, that's
party
not
making
enough.
with boobs.
That's shit. What do I have for fucking? I made this character. How do I know what heals? Okay.
Two guys that have effects on many bone creatures.
So on Jenna's turn, she is going to look at you, Stanny, who have just taken absolute shit kicking, and she's,
There's a hole
Don't
in my
you-
stomach.
yeah, don't you give up yet. And she's going to grab her holy amulet with her shield hand and cast healing word
Spit
on
up
you.
some blood.
Yep. She's gonna
Response to
cast
that.
healing word on you at level 3.
Uh,
So that is 3d4, correct? Yes. 3d4.
it's a spellcasting modifier.
You get 6 plus. Oh shit. Spellcasting modifier is plus 4. So you get 10.
Nice.
You get from a 3rd level healing word, you get. This is thinking 10 points of healing back. As she kind of just
How
nods
goes?
at you. That's all I can do for now. I'm sorry. She
Wound
doesn't
gets
have
just
bonus
slightly
action.
smaller, but it's still there.
Oh, no, she does. She's going to use her Fury of the Faithful bonus action and make a mace attack against it. For 19. 7 plus 12 radiant. Oh, yeah, baby.
So
That's
14
19.
plus 12?
19. Yeah. 29 then? No. 20. Shit. 26.
26.
Woo! It's fucking. It healed through some of it and it's looking okay, but it is not happy. It still has 2 legendary actions, so it is going to make an attack just immediately against her. Yoink. 24, 17. Oh, fuck. Okay. So you all watch as Jenna has healed you now. Stands her ground, looks up at this creature as it just like brings a scythe down kind of from the underside and just straight through her chest, lifting her into the air. She just like looks up at it, spits one final thing, and then
No!
dissipates. When that happens, all of her allies disappear as well, as she is just dissipated into a cloud of celestial golden dust. As she's beginning to fade away, she looks down at all of you. You can finish this. Do it. And you just hear that do it kind of fade away as she just turns into nothingness. Gregory, you're up.
I'll just go home.
Bye.
I wasn't good to have. Okay. I was gonna heal her. Fuck.
Told you she was looking shitty.
Oh shoot. Okay.
You are technically, you said you're on top of the altar, so Gregory can see you, technically speaking.
I am prone, but I mean, I am up there.
Terrified. Gregory's just gonna look down at the box, dejected, and hold it up above his head like a boom box. And it's just gonna open up, and the same little guy, except in the pink gaming chair, except this time he's got speakers and a vaguely different version of Total Eclipse of the Heart plays.
Oh, I love it. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay.
But just different enough that we can play it on Twitch. And it shoots out 3 beams. This is just it's a very MIDI version because it's only a first level spell.
Got you guys.
It's like it's very it sounds like a Super Nintendo. 10 force damage.
Okay.
But also,
Up to 20.
for the record, like to just put it out there, Mr. Maker's looking pretty bad right now.
Is he? Okay.
He's
Okay.
not looking good.
He's not okay.
Fair. Gregory, is that your turn?
That's me for now.
Okay. Using its last legendary action, Stani, it is going to make one final attack against you now that you are downed. Seeing you've been healed, doesn't like that. 15 to hit you at advantage. 12. Believe it misses.
Nope.
Yeah, so as the fucking scythe once again just comes down, you manage to lift the shield up and it like ping, and you see just a dent form in the shield, but it doesn't quite go through, and you're almost like two-handing it in front of you, and you just glance it off to the side. And we're going to go ahead and take a break right now because we've 2 hours in and we need to do a piss break. I've had like 6 different messages in chat from the crew being like, we need a piss break. So at that, we're going to come back. We're going to come back. We dealt with it. We dealt with it. We'll come back. We'll come back at Stani's turn in about 10 minutes, guys. I want to thank everyone.
My computer chair is so high currently.
My bad. So we'll be back in a minute. Hydrate. Thank you, Harmony.
Don't hydrate, Jesus!
I finished my juice, so I was.
I wanna
hours, you know what I mean?
quickly thank everybody for coming out and hanging out with the crew. Thank you for all showing up for my first stream back. It was a pretty rough couple weeks. Happy to be back. I'm gonna call the piss break now before everyone piss their pants. So we'll see you guys in just about 10 minutes. We will not be long. Please stick around for what could be a very stunning conclusion to this epic fight. See you guys in a minute. Hello, everybody. We're back. I got a cat on me now. He's kind of being a little needy. I've been neglecting him while I've been chilling. I'll just say again, I love this music so gorgeous. This is all on like the Pretzel Rocks app, which for everything but D&D music has been kind of ass, but it works. These are battle tunes too. Thanks, Morty. How's it going? Thanks for hanging about the stream. Thank you, everyone, for coming to chill. I know I was off for a little while. It was a heavy couple of weeks, but that's okay. We're moving forward. I got some new shit coming down the pipe. I'm gonna be moving, starting my old job back, so no more overnight shifts. I can actually stream at normal times, full time, not just morning slots anymore. I'm looking forward to it. The cat is just soaking up all the love right now, so I'm trying to stall for a minute. Anyway, I'm gonna have to lean forward. You cool with that? You good? Cool. We were ending the round, I believe, with Mr. Maker, correct?
Yeah,
It was your turn. Fair enough.
Yeah, it's my turn.
Go for it. What are you gonna do for me?
What I'm gonna do is first I'm gonna move to flank with Mantuka because
Yep, 100%.
Mantuka improved.
We're gonna. Can I switch back to the regular ass babe? Wait,
Yeah, if you want.
I wouldn't. Why would I? That's dumb. I'm not very.
Don't do
smart.
that.
Yeah, it's kind of like a double-bladed sword is a little harder to do, or double-bladed sword staff is a little harder to do bludgeoning damage with. It's quite a flimsy weapon, but it's doable. But yeah, 100%. 28. It hits.
28 to hit.
Yeah, you only gotta beat a 17. You guys are set. I forgot to refill my water because I'm a dumbass.
Start out with the D8, which was not good. That is a 1 plus 9.
You rolled a nat 1. Oh no, it's damage. Okay, so 10. 10 points of bludgeoning damage. Okay, doubled because vulnerable, so 20.
Ow.
Plus another. I guess it would be 1d8, so another 4 damage of fire damage, and then I am gonna also can choose one creature or object you can see within 30 feet of the target. Healing energy flows into chosen recipient.
Yeah.
That can be me.
Yeah, absolutely. You can heal yourself with the Arcane Jolt from UI. You heal yourself for 6. Congratulations.
Look, at this point, I need
Better than 5.
Cool. So as you kind of lash out with this new toy, your new hammer, kind of smashing another bone out of this creature and sending it flying across the room. UI kind of takes that and manifests this jolt of energy and kind of yeets it towards you.
Well, no, that's my own arcane jolt. He
Oh, it can come.
yeah,
Okay, yeah.
him too, yeah.
Oh, because it
This
can
one's
come from
coming
him. Okay, it can come from him or you. Either way.
Yeah, no, this one I'm hitting him, and then the like energy that's kind of generated, like you see like a crackling green energy as I fucking like swing it down, and it just kind of like flows into my arms, like through the armbands where the crossbows are mounted.
Sick.
And just like, yeah.
Okay, you feel yourself heal for 6 points. You feel a little bit of life force return to your bones. Creature is like still standing. It's very close. Maybe another round or two or so, depending on how things go.
Time instead of oh shit, where's it at? Oh no.
I will say for the artificers is like once you get up to high levels, you get so many features and shit to look through. It is
there's
complicated.
a lot here.
I
And
get you.
this
It's
is
a hard one for your
really
first player. Oh, which one's
one
that?
you made too. I'm trying to remember what the healing is for
It's 2d6.
Him.
The healing plasma.
Yeah.
Ooh, I have notes for that somewhere. I
I
sent
know,
you a
you sent
notepad
me
with
notes.
it. I just don't know where those notes are now.
It should be on my character sheet, but underneath it, it doesn't list it. And I don't know if it's just like put it in a different section or something dumb like that.
Nothing. I got nothing to tell you. I believe it was like he could heal, like basically do 2d6 to anyone within 30 feet, including himself.
Okay.
I believe,
have
or
him do
2d8.
that to
I
me then.
can't remember, but yeah, go ahead. Go for it.
Okay.
So he's using his action to heal you.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
what I want.
No worries. Just roll 2d6 and we'll go with that. There's a fucking notes on it somewhere. It's in the discords we've sent back and forth, but there's been like 600 others after that of us just arguing about random shit.
I know, that's the problem. I've been scrolling up this whole time we've been talking.
Your Discord is in the way.
Yeah, we need to find that. Yeah, so for now, just for the sake of ease, just roll 2d6 and heal yourself for that much.
Okay.
Isn't it 8d12?
You can go fuck yourselves, my friend. No.
Okay.
7.
Okay,
Cool.
that's
So as you
then,
arcane jolt yourself, and then you feel your robot kind of like hit you with this healing plasma, which I am now aware is the plasma that refers to the fourth state of matter, not so much a okay. Hey Kayla, thank you for that gifted sub, appreciate it.
So he
I pictured a
heals
good
you with 5,000 degree
light.
matter.
But it's cold plasma, which is actually it's a
Minus
different state of
5,000 degree
light
light.
plasma. That's actually it's not. It's like normal room temperature. It feels
Okay.
normal room temperature to the touch. It's much.
Okay.
It's generating a lot more heat, but it's like how it like dissipates it in a different atmosphere. Like you pump, I think it's hydrogen or argon gas around the plasma to cool it. Anyway,
Okay. We're gonna have to talk about that. I need to understand how this works a little more, and we're gonna go over it.
Yeah, well, it's
I like
mainly
it.
used like in IRL settings for like cauterization, without doing excess damage to the tissue.
Fair. Also, again, thank you,
especially,
Kayla, for the gifted sub. Everyone go check out Kayla. She's just new to streaming. She's getting started. Go show some love. Continue.
Anyways, feeling all of this health, I'm gonna
Seep
I'm gonna
into your
swing
bones.
again.
Yeah, go for it. You get one more swing. May as well use it. That is a miss.
At advantage, though.
That is a miss.
Also a miss.
Unless you flash of genius, but
You do that on attack rolls?
I don't know if I,
I
can
don't
do that
know.
on attack rolls.
maybe just skill
Ability
checks.
checker saving throw.
Okay, good to know. Good to know. Science is right. Okay, so as you heal, you feel a little more confident. You strike, and that confidence immediately leaves your system as you just wisp in thin air and don't make contact with anything.
But what I also as a bonus action because I can do that,
Mhm.
baby. I haven't done it before. I am going to teleport. Beep beep beep.
Boots of the Winding Path.
Yep.
Fair enough.
15 feet back.
Has to be somewhere you stood before.
Yeah, I went down.
Okay.
Let's see.
Has to be somewhere you physically walked over before with those boots. That was the trick to them. So but I would allow behind that pew because you made your way over here from there. That's all cool with me. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do.
Next to your UI if you want.
And do I know if I'm out of his?
You have no clue.
Opportunity.
So far, you've seen him reach a 10-foot range on a melee attack. So,
Okay.
look, you're definitely still in range as it stands now.
All right. Well, I'm
Young boy.
still gonna back up a little bit more.
Okay, he will take a swipe at you.
That's fine.
Okay. Whoop. There's an 11. That is gonna miss you. With a +9, I rolled a 2. Just as you're kind of moving, you turn your back and leap over this thing. You just hear the sound of something just rushing past behind you. What's up, Mr. Mega? Or Mantuka, sorry. Mr. Mantuka.
I would like to invoke Sentinel and make attack of this hombre for making
Hell
attack
yeah.
on anyone but me.
Yeah, go for it. Absolutely.
Yeah, and I'm going to continue to do this recklessly.
How very
Yep.
dare he?
How very daring. Jesus. All right, there we go. 21.
You're flanking anyway, so it doesn't matter.
That's
I
true.
take it all.
He's still going reckless, baby.
Bludgeoning.
18 doubled? Shit, okay.
Double, toil and trouble.
All right, it's close. Make that's your only attack? Okay.
Well, that's my reaction to him at trying to attack.
Oh, okay. Stanny, your turn's up. You are laying on the ground. You have been impaled. You are bloody. The creature doesn't look like it's necessarily ready to go down, but it's close. What are you going to do to level the playing field?
So I'll use half of my 100 feet of movement to get up.
Yeah. The movement, the movement rules are kind of fucked.
It's fine.
In terms of
I'm not
that,
moving
I'm
anyway.
gonna we'll discuss that, and we'll probably homebrew something where it's like it's half of your base movement to stand up. But we'll discuss that later. For now, I'm not gonna give you any more advantages.
And
Go ahead.
With the fury you haven't seen, Stanislav just yells as he brings down his 3 attacks.
Oh,
What does
baby.
Stanislav yell? Natural 20.
Oh, there it is.
And
Pretty.
there's a reason I saved the 1 second level spell slot.
What are you yelling?
I just critted.
You yelling? I just critted.
Oh no, he's just yelling.
Okay, you just said he yells. I'm like, what are you yelling? Like 4 times. I just
I
critted.
yell that.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
So-
I mean, roll all 3 of your attacks to see if they hit. Or it might not do it, but it should. I just want to see if this is like a one big one or okay, 24. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll that
So I'm
crit
gonna
damage
roll-
for me.
yep.
We're gonna have to do some
Okay.
math here because roll 20 does weird crit math.
That's fine. This thing is undead, right?
It is, yes. It's
Okay, so
undead. It's very, very much undead. It is pure bones.
so this is 3d8 plus 4d8. So it's gonna be So 8
7.
bludgeoning doubles, right?
Where'd you roll? Oh, yep.
Oh, sorry, 4 plus 6, so 10 doubled because it was a crit. I only
Yeah, you
a
rolled.
2 on
You
the
rolled a
damage dice.
2. Okay, so 10. Yep.
But then that much doubled radiant damage. Fucking shitty.
24. That's not quite enough to do it. As you just
Okay.
step forward in your first strike, there's this flash of holy energy as you unleash the smite upon it. It crumples to the ground for a second. You think it might be down, and it begins piecing itself back up. Go
And
ahead.
another 32 bludgeoning damage.
Go ahead and describe your kill for me.
Yes. So after
Did
this
your shirt
first
just
big-
light up? I'm so happy.
So- After the first big strike, which I aimed at his leg, hopefully just blowing it off. The
Yeah.
second two, he just steps in closer and brings one down right on the spinal column. The spinal column of
One
this
of
thing.
many spinal columns.
Yep.
Yep.
The big one right in the middle.
Sure.
And
Yeah.
then
Made
And
of
then
several
I
different-
just
Interwoven spinal columns. Yes.
and then I just like find a point on it, swing around to its front, and just overhand down onto its head.
Okay. You all watch as Stanny just screams, his hair already just naturally blowing in the wind out of sheer awesomeness. Now just like is like this huge just blowing mass of golden hair as he just unleashes these 3 attacks. As the last one, he's like one-handing it and almost just punches the side of his axe into the thing's face and breaks it. All of the bones now collapse onto the floor into a pile.
And I,
I wanna check
without
this
stopping, I powderize his head.
Okay. You just
Yep.
powderize the head completely.
Yep.
that your turn?
Yep. And I'm now standing in front of it.
Hey, you all watch. Stanny now standing, seemingly victorious over this pile of bones, looks down for a moment. They begin moving independently of themselves.
Oh shit! What did we do last time? I don't remember.
I rolled max damage, baby! Okay. That's not damage.
Skeletons
Mm-hmm.
rose from the grave.
Yep. I've never rolled that high on that before. I don't have that many skeletons. Well, this guy's gone. There's gonna be a minute, guys.
Well, sugar boogers.
I didn't
You
think
just
I'd
make a
roll
of
that.
6 and copy pasta them.
That's basically what I'm gonna have to do, yeah.
That's still a minimum of 13 fucking skeletons. That's a lot, bro.
I know that.
So many. Ah!
I'm so happy. Yeah, they just rise from where all these bones were. They're not quite that organized, like they're scattered about and shit from where all the bones were falling. That's how it's gonna be. Right like this. There you go, Mr. Maker. Guess what? You got one by you too. Gregory, you watch all this happen and you're like, we won! And then all these fucking skeletons just rise up from the bones where this was as its final act of defiance against you all takes place. With that, I'm going to just roll initiative for one skelly, and we're going to add them into the order. We're at the top of the order. He rolled a 5. Okay,
Yay.
so descending, starting with Mantuka now. All of these skellies just been popping up around you. Just
Alright,
clamping teeth, the sound of chittering bone as it just kind of drags across concrete or tile towards you. What are you going to do?
Cool. We're gonna start with this one, so I get advantage without recklessing because of Jazz Awesomeness across from me.
Yep.
So yeah, let's do this. Oh, I hope we do better. 16. It's a skeleton.
Yeah, it has an AC of 13. Yeah, you're good.
Just making sure it's not an up armor skeleton.
That'll do it.
For 13.
Okay,
bludgeoning.
you swing with the back end of your halberd, the hammer side, and just scatter the bones into dust. And they just clatter across the floor. And do not reanimate further.
Sweet. Then I will recklessly attack the second one.
Pick one.
The one.
Right above you. Cool.
Yeah, right.
I was saying, because you got 10 feet, so it could have been that guy, could have been that guy,
I'm
could have been that.
I'm just a here.
That's fair. That's fair. All right, go. This is
24.
purely for the holy shit mode. That hits. Roll your damage.
Oh shit. 9. Blood.
Not enough to do it. It is still standing currently as you kind of just hammer down. One of its legs breaks and it's currently limping. Oh, it is bludgeoning. Yeah, that's true. So that is it. It just crumples and bones on the ground. That's my bad. That one's dead as well. Doesn't look like they're very strong. This is like a last-ditch attempt by this creature to put an end to you lot.
Okay, well then I still got fucking movement, so fuck skeletons.
Yep.
I don't really need to move. I'll move here, just for fun.
Sweet.
And that's
Move.
me.
Okay.
Yeah, and I war stomp. Do an interpretive like stomp dance as I go.
Performance check for fun. Fuck it.
Yes,
Why not?
Fuck yeah.
It's fun. We get to do them. Next up, Gregory.
Yeah.
As this performance check is gonna happen.
Oh, 15. Fuck yes.
That's great.
Fuck it, not 8.
You all begin to feel like you hear Mantuka's traditional war stomp happening behind you. Begin to feel a little invigorated. You feel like you're probably gonna at least be able to like hold your own here. You at least feel like
Feel
confident.
a little bit of mogus in your loins.
Yeah, a little Mogus getting in there. Get some glory and conquering. All right, Gregory, you're up. Your team, your comrades are just surrounded by skeletons at this point. What are you gonna do?
Getting real panicked now. Greg's gonna go run up. Yeah, like there. Gonna run right up. Try to go right into the box, hand in, and you guys are gonna see. It's like, I need big, I need strong, I need a lot, and he's gonna pull out a little just clown figurine with little glass beads and a little thing, and he's like, okay, that didn't work that time. Just anybody? It just opens the box, and just the little pink gaming chair is gonna fumble out. It's a lot smaller this time. It doesn't look quite as strong. It's just level 1.
Okay, lightning bolt.
Joe.
So
2, and 3 to the first 3 I see there. 1.
They all have to dex save that, right?
I think it just hits auto.
Lightning bolt?
Yeah, magic missile.
Magic missile.
Oh,
I
my
tried
bad.
lightning bolt, but it's
Oh, the gaming, yeah. The gaming chair is the fucking magic missile. Okay. So 8. And yeah, all of them are standing. It would be these 3, basically in a line here. Still. Yep, no, still standing, unfortunately. Did not hit that hard, but they're beginning to, like, limbs are missing. One of the sword arms is gone off one of them, so all he has in his other hand is, like, the shitty kind of rusty other sword looking, a little shorter. They're not looking great. That your turn?
I'm just gonna back up 5 feet saying, guys, I'm running out of options here.
All of those were doubled, right? Force damage?
Yeah,
Damage.
so 8,
Nice.
10, and 4. Also,
Nice.
the skellies did not go in the initiative order for some reason, even though I rolled them. And they were a 5. I don't know why they didn't stay in. Oh, because I deleted the one. Lol. I'm just gonna, from this point on, remember that they go at the end. Anyway, Mr. Maker, you're up.
Okay. Let's see here. First thing first, I would like to move about here. Wait, hold on. Let me see.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. I'm trying to think of the best way possible to do this. Yeah. Can I move there?
You'll take an attack of opportunity from that guy, but yes.
He has 10.
Oh, draw your arrow back.
Okay.
Put the arrow back to that square. You have to pass through that square, which is in his attack range.
This one here, or this?
This one.
Up top?
This guy up top can hit that square. So if you go in and then come out this side, you're entering and leaving his attack range.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yep. As soon as you touch that corner square.
Yeah, I'll just take it.
Okay.
As long as I can
Then
move on that.
it's a skeleton. Yeah. A 17. That hit you? I don't know if it does. It might just.
I have a 17.
It does hit. Sweet. So as you kind of like go to, you're like, this guy's not even going to be an issue.
I have a shield.
Okay, you're fine. If you wanted to do that square movement you just did, it would work. But we already rolled the attack, so it doesn't fucking matter anyway. You just shield as it fucking hits into it, and the sword does not find purchase with it.
Perfect. Okay.
It's okay. It'll happen.
So if I go there and were to use a cone attack of some kind,
That would do it.
so what I'm going to do is I am going to pull out a small, little version of the big hammer I'm currently carrying. My own personal little
Tiny
hammer
hammer.
that I
Yep.
carry around.
Adorable tiny hammer. Love it.
I'm going to toss it up into the air and create a cone of identical weapons, identical hammers that all shoot forward into
Fuck
this
spell is
60-foot
this?
cone. This is Conjure Barrage.
Oh shit!
Just want to let you know that you'll hit Mantuka and I, but that's
Doesn't
fine.
matter. You already cast it. Yeah, who? This
Nothing goes over my head.
That's a 60-foot cone. That is huge. Where's the cone going? I don't know if
My reflexes are too fast.
because it's gonna start
In the air?
it's gonna start like this and go for 60 feet, and it reach its widest part at the end. So you're gonna have to angle it to try to hit the most people. How do you want to place it?
Okay, then.
How big is
would it be
a
possible for me to
60-foot
put
cone? Get
Yeah, it's a
fucked?
60-foot cone.
I mean,
To do like
Uh,
that and avoid me.
So since it says up in the air, is that like coming down in a 60-foot cone?
a picture just goes up and then in a 60-foot cone
Oh,
out.
all right.
Yeah.
Then can I go down one square?
Yeah, sure. Oh,
Okay.
okay. Yeah, so you can hit everybody in that.
Okay.
The way that's angled now, you're hitting everyone but this guy, and UI,
Oh.
basically.
Cool. I'm
Maybe
sorry.
maybe this guy's gonna miss. No, he's in it too.
So
Send it.
each
Yep.
creature
I wish I
must
had my
make a
fucking
save.
indicator. I could just put the cone on it, but we don't have that.
So wait, are you going
Roll
like
for
like that upwards boundary and then like down like a 90-degree angle?
It's not quite how it works. It's like
Alright,
starts
do
here,
I
it
make
goes
a
out.
dex save or not?
Yeah, everyone is making a
Yeah.
dex
Oh
save.
fuck yeah!
DC 17.
Dex is it's my jelly. Don't worry, I got advantage.
Add 4 as well.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Antuka. Oh, shit.
Everyone is in me, everyone?
What's your spell save DC, by the way? 17?
17.
I got 22 with my +4 from Stan.
All of us are getting fucking nailed right now. Yeah, Gregory.
Except me. Let's go. Okay, so 3 of the skellies succeed with a natural 20.
Okay.
I rolled
well, they take
3 nat 20s. Okay, it's probably not gonna matter.
Come on through, AoE.
12 bludgeoning.
Well, bludgeon. That's 24.
Oh yeah. 'cause
It's doubled on the skellies. So everyone who is a
That's the
human,
perfect spell.
everyone who is a human takes 12 points of damage if you failed. Everything else is, and it's half on a fail too, right? So it'd still be
Yeah, it's
12.
half on
Okay,
fail.
so this guy lives. I'm gonna just delete all the ones that die. Three succeeded out of that whole group. Okay, so essentially you all see this hammer appear, and then just a slew of other hammers begin flying through all of you. Some of you take a couple hits, Stanny and Mantuka, you take a couple knocks there, but you look around you as all these skeletons are just being shattered into pieces. Only 3 remaining by the end. Fuck.
Additionally,
I don't know if you can additionally onto that,
And
but
Jack.
UI. No,
Again.
UI. Yep,
yeah,
UI gets a
okay,
turn.
alright.
He's gonna go bop the skelly
No
in the
more
fucking. No, end it. Brilliant.
Sure, Pog, big Pog. Since that was an attack, it was a spell, so I don't get a second attack, but UI gets a second attack.
Yeah. The spell takes your whole action to do it. Damn, dude. That was visual too. I like that. It was very visceral with the hammers all flying through the air. 28 hits. They have a 13 AC. 5. It's still standing as UI just flat fists it kind of in the rib cage. It's still standing, but it takes a good chunk of its health. There's only like a few HP left on there. That'll be
Am
it
I
for
able
you.
to- by the
I
way,
did double
just
that.
out
Yeah,
of
it's a 10
curiosity,
doubled. I'm doubling everything. Don't worry about it. What's
is
up?
Arcane Jolt able to work on a magic? It says a magic weapon attack, or when your steel defender hits a target. So
Yep,
I'm actually
you
gonna
can-
send 2d6 extra onto that little fella.
That'll fucking do
for
it.
another aid.
Nice.
It hits, and then like you think it's maybe not do it. And you're like, nah, give him the juice, and you know, and there's like an explosion of electricity and 4s. Give him the juice. Stanny, you're up. There's only like 4 of the
Yep.
4 skellies left from 16.
Alright.
Good job, guys.
So I'm just gonna kind of do the, like, quick 1, 2.
You have
thing.
the movement to literally
I
do
do.
that. Yeah, go ahead.
Yep.
Yo, go for it. Hits. Hits.
Crits.
Hits.
Oh.
Hits, crits, and hits. Jesus Christ.
So here's
Doesn't matter. Go ahead and describe your kills to me. You physically cannot roll low enough to not kill them. It's not possible.
Yep.
They're all.
It's just quick and efficient
Yep.
rushings.
Cool.
Yep. Just go over to one, give him a side swipe, come back around with the other,
Yep.
leave him
On
upwards
the
through the head, and then the last one I just smash straight down through his body.
cool. On the first one, you just come across with like a fucking wide strike, super quick, and the head just flies and shatters against the wall, and the rest of the body is
Then I'll
all
move
collapsed.
over.
Damn, dude.
you,
The
and
lightning
I'll
bolt
move
on your
over.
chest pulses a little bit.
That's a skeleton. That's the last skeleton.
That is the
right?
last skeleton. Yeah, it is his turn now, though.
Yep,
You
that's
better
fine.
watch out. You better watch out, big boy. He just turns. And he's gonna make one single fucking short sword attack you for 6. He just tries to stab you. You just shield. It doesn't even like. It just hits it, and you kind of just look over. The skelly gives you like a quick head turn.
Like, he
Like
aimed for
puzzled
the shield.
a little. It was like he was aiming for the shield. Mantuka, you're up.
Well, you know what my mother said in situations like this.
Keep it as a
Praise Mogus.
Praise Mogus and let's gore attack this bitch.
Sure. Go for it.
With
Yeah.
advantage because
Sounds like
You're
a
gonna-
wonderful woman.
Yep. Yeah, if you line it up right, you will be flanking.
All right.
Go ahead. Going in with this
Nat
fucking
20.
horn.
Oh my god.
Go ahead and describe your kill for me, please.
So I'm going to kind of line them up and kind of like drag my hooves back.
Mhm,
And when I
mhm.
line them up, I'm gonna cant my head up so I get this spine. And as I gore through, I'm actually gonna like whatever flesh membrane, nervous system is still attached to the bones. I'm gonna rip it off from like his coccyx to probably like the upper shoulder, and just tear his body apart.
There you go.
I'll stand aside lest I get trampled too.
You just get showered in bones as this happens. If you kind of like glance off and hit you, you don't take any damage from it, but and you guys
Emotionally
look.
straddling you after the fact, like
You guys stand. You're all just take a
my
minute.
balls smell.
Your weapon's still held at the ready just in case, and just wait. Just take a second. You pick up your hammer. You look around to see if the bones begin to move once more. Seems quiet. You do not hear the familiar clattering of bone across stone floor as you stand victorious, having seemingly cleansed the temple of the evil that lay within.
I want to check the sarcophagus.
I cough
Go
up a
ahead.
bunch more blood.
Go ahead, roll me an investigation check. You cough up, yeah, just
Yeah.
there's
I'll
like
help
a
him.
trickle.
Can I assist him by pushing the thing off of it?
It's the top does not open. It's not an actual like formal sarcophagus like that. It was more of an altar with like a drawer in the back that you saw partially open. Mr. Maker, as you go over to it though, you do see the back has just slid open, and there's like essentially a velvet lined thing where there's quite literally like the outline of an arm that had rested in a cushion for quite some time. Upon further investigation, you do see a number of different like arcane runes that were in here that now lay dormant. And as you kind of look behind you, you see the body of one of the previous people who came tomb raiding in here, just eviscerated, like essentially just blown apart from some kind of massive force damage. What's up, Mantuka?
I remember when I was a young little bullpup, and Mogus told us we shouldn't trounce around while people are very injured. Just saying. Praise Mogus for knowledge.
I'm not trouncing.
Mythic passage, but yeah, that makes sense.
I'm okay, but I don't think everyone's okay.
I'm also
Good
okay.
point. I'm gonna go ahead and open the box and looking over at Mr. Maker and then over at Stan. I think both. Do I have? Yes, I sure do. 2 seconds slots left. I'm gonna cast Healing Word on the both of them. That little clamshell comes out, just starts singing a song, and the only people who can hear it is Mr. Maker and Stan. And it just sounds like the nicest sounds that they would remember. What is that melody?
You take the larger, whichever one is larger, Mr. Maker.
They're both 9. Does not matter. You
God.
both heal for 9. There you go.
balls.
It's better than nothing. Upon like with that investigation check, you can see like the altar has been effectively cleared out. I'll allow that to stand for like the rest of the surrounding area in here. There's no like gear of any real values. Like there's still some broken armor on the priests that were in here trying to defend it. However, there are a number of like very mundane religious relics, not quite magical, kind of like, you know how like Catholicism and Christianity have like saints, and they would occasionally, a church would be like, oh, this is the toe of Saint Cuthbert or some shit. There's essentially, you go around and you find like different parts of holy people, different limbs, like a right hand of someone. What's up, man?
Are there any religious artifacts from Mogus or related to Mogus and his?
Roll me an investigation check as well.
Oh, fucking this.
At advantage because you're familiar with what Mogus's
Oh,
fucking sigil looks like. You know what to look for.
17. Give
Okay.
it to me, DM.
Does not look like it.
a
Based on
bitch.
what you can see, these are all relics and stuff pertaining to Torm and the worship of
Hashtag
the god of
broken
the god of courage. If you're looking, yeah, you also know that Mogus in and of himself is a very niche god, not part of the pantheon that is commonly worshipped here. In fact,
Yeesh, heathen.
you're fairly certain that, apart maybe from other minotaurs in the area, your tribe is probably one of the few that knows about Mogus in and of himself. Apart from people who might be really
Mantuka's gonna spread the good word.
yeah, do it. Yeah, the people who are like educated in religion probably are more familiar with pantheons from different realms and areas, but yeah, Mogus is not a common one here. However, you do remember the satyr in the bar that met you with like a little bit of not so friendly racism seemed a little perturbed by your sigil of Mogus.
Low key racism.
Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit.
What's my body part haul looking like?
Are you
You
taking?
should
Yeah,
take these and give them to the church.
Yeah, we'll see. What is my body part hole looking like?
roll me a d. You know what? Roll me a d10.
Okay.
Find 4 body parts. You find
Can I flash
a.
of genius there.
No, that's not a skill check. That's purely a number. So, you find the ring finger of a apparently a saint or some kind of individual who's high within the faith of Torm. Write it down. I find a fucking finger bone. You also find an urn containing the ashes of another individual. I'll send you all the names and write-ups of these people. I have it written down, but it is long and listy. So you'll get all that, don't you worry.
Yeah, you can send
But
me.
these could be high-level spell casting components too.
These are, yeah, mostly mundane as far as you can tell. But so you find a finger bone, you find a collection of ash. You also find, while it is not a body part, you find a helm that was seemingly worn by another champion of Torm as well. Doesn't inherently seem to have any magical properties, though it is stamped with the familiar right-handed gauntlet that represents the deity. And then finally, the last one, you find the preserved heart of an individual. Fairly well preserved. It's basically pickled, but you could. Okay,
Not
please
yet.
don't. Please
Might
don't
keep
eat the
it for
heart.
a snack later.
Stab
Please
the
don't.
heart. Become the captain.
Part of the crew, part of the ship. Yeah,
I
that's
ingest
about all
the
you.
heart, I take on the power of the heart.
Yep,
I
true.
take on
Fact.
the cholesterol of the heart.
Cholesterol.
I want a
of the
jar of dart.
heart. Yeah, basically it is a heart contained
And guess
almost.
what's inside?
That's what you find. This is basically an area where ancient holy relics were kept and watched over. You gather the most important one, being the arm of the ancient necromancer, who once threatened the entire continent. Probably the most important thing here, and that was seemingly taken.
Yeah, but I didn't get that one, so.
No, you didn't get that one. That's unfortunate. You didn't get that one. Rotelix might have been part of the crew that found it. We don't know. We have no idea. We have no way of knowing. I know.
Alex be going hard.
Rotelix do be going hard. We do have another evil
Also-
one shot coming up. Anyway.
Metallics do be, probably just me.
Yeah. You do find a number of like mundane items down here. You find like a few holy symbols that are left on the people here, like the bodies that have been left over. You gather it's not a whole lot of skeletons going to be coming back to life. You see like where some of the sarcophagus and the walls like that would have been dug in were moving, have now settled, as it appears you guys have more or less cleansed the problem out of here.
Do we need trophies or something so somebody will know that we did the thing? Anybody got a camera?
Not a terrible idea. I'm not a very good artist.
I'll grab one of the scythe sections of the creature.
Yeah, and now that the creature's dead, kind of looking down at it, you do see that there was like actually an internal structure to this creature that was basically a large pieced together skeleton that contained the weapons that it was using and stuff, and the rest was all drawn to it. Definitely tell this was something made.
It had bone armor.
Do I feel
It-
like I could take one of its arms as a wieldable weapon?
One of the scythes?
Yeah.
Roll me an intelligence check
Fuck.
with advantage if someone wants to help you.
I also want to help.
There you go.
Do you want to each roll?
Huh? Yeah, I'll roll it.
Can we each roll DM?
Go ahead. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh shit!
Damn!
Nice.
Smart
Yeah.
boys.
So with that, definitely a feasible weapon.
Sick.
You're not sure in what way that might manifest, but it gathers you could make a fairly effective either curved saber out of it, or depending on where you cut the bone, an actual scythe. Up to you.
That's
Definitely.
what I'm going for, is to just have one big intact piece.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
like
Handle
definitely
and
doable.
blade.
I'm gonna like put out my hand. Let me see if I can help with this. No, I got.
You got tools and tricks.
Yeah.
Yes, you do. Let me know what to do.
I want to try to like sever one or both of them in a manner that they can be worked with later.
Okay.
Nice.
Like get enough of it to try to like bring it back. With us.
Probably be sort of harvesting parts from a creature or monster, usually survival based. Trying to, yeah, it'd be
bad.
survival.
That seems fair.
It would be survival based, but I would also, since it's literally pieced together bone and skeletons, and some of it is still an actual frame of a skeleton, I would allow medicine instead.
Okay, they're both wisdom.
That's all I got for you. That's all I got for you.
Shit. All right.
Wanna
I'll
each roll
try
then?
survival. Yeah, that works too.
Or ask the druid, but too late for that now.
Baby.
Hold on now.
So Gregory,
Possible? Is it possible for me to use my tools along with that, so I can add my proficiency bonus to it?
you tinkerer's tools?
Or my
ye-
my smith's tools or my thieves.
This is what it's essentially you need like an actual medical kit to do this. You're trying to cut bone at the joints so to make it still feasible. It's that being said, it wasn't that hard of a check. Gregory, as you're watching the two of your party just struggle with this, they're just both trying to do one, trying to hold it for the other, just getting in each other's way, and they go to cut. They go to cut it. They make the fucking and it cracks and it breaks. So the part that would have been the handle, no longer feasible. You still have the blade, you could turn it into like a sword or some shit. That is doable. But you
Alright,
definitely fucking destroyed the first one. Gregory, you watch them just struggling with this, just like trying to harvest parts from a creature, and you're kind of amused.
Well, there's another one on the other side, isn't there?
There is, yep.
No, we destroyed the first one.
I'm throwing you guys a bone, and you didn't destroy both.
Cool.
Literally,
blade.
get it?
Throwing a bone.
Tell some, yeah. Thank you. All right, Gregory, what are you doing? Are you assisting with this situation? I'm giving you guys a chance because it's a cool idea.
Gregory, you know nature stuff.
There you
Come
go.
here.
Yes, I do. I'm like already running over with the box open. Just, yeah, let's give this a shot here. And a little pink puffball is gonna come out, and I'm gonna stick it to the side of my face. Just gonna hear no coming from it, and then I don't know, like a mixture of mage hand and mending, and just do a lot of that.
You just fix the one they broke. That makes sense. Mending on bone. Yeah, it's easily doable. 100%. So you hold the piece back. I'm fusing human bone.
Oh. Then
Right side, you said you were trying to fix the one they already broke. So I will tell you, you fuck it up.
And a D4.
Yeah, it's still now one, but it's 13.
No.
Flash of Genius him.
Yeah, I'll flash of genius him too.
18. Okay, that's enough. With all that, and the mending and the magical assistant, you managed to repiece the scythe that they completely fucking butchered at this point. And you have one functional bone scythe. I'm gonna have to homebrew something for that.
Lots of damage.
You gather the damage from it isn't so much the weapon, more the giant hulking strong fucking bone creature. But
it can be made. So.
you have a feasible bone scythe.
Hey, you want to try to work on the other one? I can try to help you, Gregory.
Yeah, let's give this a shot. I'm kind of in like this. I'm dialed in now.
Gregory, another survival with advantage because Mr. Maker is assisting you.
Beautiful. It's just mending mouse goes back, but there's still a little bit of mage hand, and the pink puffball still there.
Nice.
Fucking do it. Yeah, you find like the joint in the bones, you just get a knife right in it and just pop the two apart, sever the joint completely, and you now have effectively two bone scythes, which are mundane weapons. There's nothing magical about them at this point, but you have two bone scythes.
Mundane weapons.
Yet.
They're-
Weapons is like my thing. I got
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. So you now have two bone scythes. Add that to your inventory. If you want, for a weapon, if you're going to use it right away, you can add a glaive to your sheet. Or a halberd, actually,
Sweet.
because halberd, they both do slashing. It does not fucking matter. But
Yeah, I'll take one of those.
Sure. Go nuts.
Take a section of rope, tie it around it, and strap it over my back.
Bonuses to coolness. Exactly. You get bonus to coolness. Oh. The party stands.
Take a piece of rope, tie it between both sides, use it like.
Oh my god.
No, that's too much weeb. So the party standing victorious in this now mostly empty room. You all see Mr. Maker just stuffing some fucking like parts of holy people into his bag. And what appears to be a large kind of looks brass helm, and just stuffs that in there too. Basically clears it out. What would you all like to do? What's the plan?
He gives it a sniff first. Like the helm itself, he's like, ooh.
It smells like sweat that has just been like seeped into leather and then sat for hundreds of years. It's like an old leather and sweat and metal smell. What's the plan?
Casted mage hand.
Love
I think
it.
we should get out of here.
Well, I'm first. I want to get UI. He's looking kind of rough right now.
Yeah, he took
So-
some hits.
He's got a thing that is 2d8 plus 4 hit points to itself,
Mhm.
3 times a day. So he is going
Ooh.
to do that
Ayo.
twice.
Okay.
Tuki needs to sign up for that newsletter.
I'm
That
also
the-
going to take one of the medallions and put it around my neck as well.
You
so I'm
have-
gonna tuck it under the armor.
So that's
Holy symbol of Tor. And you feel you kind of hang it around your neck and tuck it down in.
13.
And add a holy symbol of Torm to your sheet. Yeah, so UI is looking much, much better. He can also be mended, technically speaking, but I just allow you to heal him like he's a living, actual person.
Well, that's
That-
just part of like the base steel repair.
Yep.
It's like mending. He's actually gonna do it again, because Jesus H Christ.
What is the
He
party
was,
doing?
like,
You guys
really low.
cool? Yeah, just go ahead and roll it. What do you guys want to do? Who's
He's got,
leading?
mage
hands
hand
out?
and he's collecting bones. Anything that doesn't look like it's human. He doesn't want to be creepy.
Yeah, they're just all mostly human bones. As far as you can tell, though, you do pick up a couple that, while they resemble human bone, are kind of weirdly shaped for humans. You're not sure what that might have come from. Not sure what that
Right
might have
into
come
the
from.
box.
Cool.
Mage hand just
This
looks
study
like a
then?
bloody hand with an eyeball, and he's just picking them up and just kind of
Cool.
into the box, back out. Yes, collect my pretty.
Yeah,
Okay.
that investigation check I did was everything that was in the room.
Covered everything in here. Yep.
Okay.
All the traps,
well,
as far
there
as you
was,
can
like,
tell, have been
another-
sprung.
There was another room that we didn't go to.
Yes, there
You guys
was.
want to go back there?
Lead the way.
Oh, right, yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yes.
I
I'm like
is
clutching
that a
the
good idea
berries.
right now?
I got
I
the
mean,
berries.
I'm doing okay. Are you doing
We'll be
all right?
okay.
I'm in the
We'll be
bit of rough
fine.
shape. There's a gaping wound in his stomach. You can
Yeah,
see
they
through it.
literally, you saw
The other
Stanislav
side.
get run through and pinned to the floor for a moment.
Yeah.
You boys want a short rest?
That could,
Can we
that
do
could
that?
very
Yeah, I
well-
could
yeah.
take a little lie down for a minute.
Okay. Short rest?
So we're short resting.
Yep.
Yeah.
Short rest, yeah.
Okay, go ahead and
Oh,
check off the first or the short rest button. So is the plan to continue exploring?
To that
think so.
one we only had that one room we didn't go in, right?
Yep, as far as I remember, yes. Oh,
Is there a limit to the amount of hit die I can use in a short rest?
no, but only half of them come back on
That's
a long
fine.
rest. Oh,
Half of the ones that are spent or half of your total?
it's been a long time since I've had to check that rule. I will double check for you because probably won't get a long rest in before it matters this session.
I rolled 65 on all 9 of my hit die.
Jesus. Hmm.
Wow.
Natural recovered. He got some spell slots. Bro. Jesus.
This is taking a long time for it to roll. There.
Regain half of their expended hit dice, rounded up.
Okay.
Cool. Alright, so short rest,
I
easy
am
peasy.
healed up minus my negative 14 sucking
Max HP.
asshole bullshit.
Yep.
I'm
Okay.
also healed up.
Yep.
So you all take a short rest.
Or
Sweet.
fine. 93.
So the party makes their way back up onto the floor. You guys can now see where you're at, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So you basically split off at this T up here, where it went off to a closed door that you didn't see, that you were told was like the living quarters of the place, and then you were also told that the doorway down here in this section leads to like the mess hall, which also leads to the living quarters via another route. So it depends if you guys want to go in up here or go in down here.
We'll go down on the bottom so we don't have to walk all the way
Yep.
back up.
Up to you guys.
Makes sense
Yeah.
to me.
Who's
I'll lead
leading the
way
charge?
since I'm the only one with night vision.
Okay. Yeah, it is. I
I'm
mean,
gonna keep.
lighting the torches as we go.
Yo.
Absolutely.
Even with that,
so-
I can still see further.
Perfect. You kind of
So
go
I'll
up to
be
the
right
door.
behind.
You do find the door to the mess closed. Not locked, as far as you can tell. Doesn't even look like there's a keyhole on it.
Can I just open it a little bit and use a... Oh no, I don't have any divine sense left. Never mind.
You just like
You get my champ.
freak it open. Are you gonna do it stealthily, or are you just opening it?
Yeah, I'm gonna do stuff.
Roll me a stealth check, please.
Can I help him?
With a stealth check, a little more
Like,
difficult.
If he stumbles or if he makes any
Sure.
noise, he's kind of like.
Sure,
dead.
yeah,
should
go
be
ahead.
with me.
Standing, go ahead and roll with advantage. As you open the door, you just... this massively rusty. It still squeaks a little bit, but yeah, not as loudly. Like, as it's opening, you hear the squeak start. Mr. Maker, you're like, God damn it. You hit him with the flash of genius, and he just finds the groove where it doesn't squeak quite. It still squeaks a little bit. Wasn't a perfect
Anything
stealth.
inside?
Here's
that I can
empty.
see? Okay.
Here's mostly empty. There is a fairly foul smell of what I would say rotting food. Not so much rotting flesh. It doesn't have that like necrosis smell to it. It just smells like rotted food that sat for too long.
When the
Cool.
light is coming in,
Okay.
am I able to see any like sconces or anything on the wall?
Yep, still a few sconces which you light. There's only about 4, 2 on each side. You see a room that looks like there has been a large amount of fighting in it, though it looks like the fighting kind of like moved through here as opposed to took place in this space. There are a couple broken chairs and tables, but it looks like the fighting was kind of moving in a different direction and they didn't linger in this room. You do find a dead body against this wall that looks like it belongs to someone who was not a holy person. Perhaps one of the intruders. Sure. What are you checking it for? Specifically.
General in like want to see how he died, what like his causes were, if he has
Cool.
anything okay on him.
So it would be medicine to check how he died for the wounds and stuff, and it would be investigation to check like his loot specifically. Cool. Definitely
For investigation.
very easy to tell.
17.
Cool. Very easy to tell how he died. He was stabbed several times in the chest. There's like several wounds and just a bunch of blood coming out. He looks human.
Cause of death is 37 stab wounds to the chest.
Yeah, maybe like 3 or 4, but like you look at the face and it looks kind of a youngish teenage kind of boy, human. Looks like he was maybe new on the crew and just couldn't really hold his own in the fight. In terms of your investigation, which is a 17, you do find a ring on him that seems very mundane and plain at first glance. But kind of cool. You take it. You just take it, pocket it.
Pocket it. Yeah.
I'm definitely not putting that on.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait to put it on.
So we can
Stanislav says
identify.
that out loud after seeing that.
No more curses for Stanny. You do gather this room.
And then I put it in my bucket.
Fair. The rotting smell food, you can easily tell even with your 3 investigation, Stanny, as you open the door. Your investigation is completely ruined by a horde of flies just flying out of this room towards you. And yeah, like all up in your face, get a few in your mouth, and you look inside. It looks like there's a stew pot that was cooking at a time and a bunch of fresh veggies that have just been left to wilt and rot, and there's like maggots growing out of a bunch of them. And you gather that is mostly where the flies were contained to. They have a pretty sizable fly colony going in this spot.
Is the 12 good enough to hold my lunch? breakfast?
You get like a little little
A throw
little
in the
bit,
mouth a bit?
yeah, a little back of the throat action happening there, but you mostly managed to keep it down. It is a foul fucking smell.
I'm fucking out. Goodbye.
Does it look like it would taste good?
Roll me a wisdom check, or nature, or survival, your choice.
No,
fine.
like I don't mean now. I mean like,
When it was being cooked,
yeah.
plain,
Does it look like it was?
very plain food, nothing too special. There's some potatoes that you can see now floating around in this sludge.
God.
Sure.
Looks like a fairly would have been a decent potato stew, but like a thick stew that is only thickened with time as the fat in it has kind of begun to coagulate on top and leaving this kind of film of like that
it's
nasty
gross.
fat color. It's gross, dude. This is fucking gnarly.
An eye
You
rolls
guys,
up and looks
Okay.
at you.
I
yeah,
get
the,
that,
yeah. There's just like a body floats up.
yeah.
No, it is pretty bad in there.
Well, I think there's nothing more to see here. I think we should keep moving.
Was there anything anywhere else that we might have been of interest?
With all your checks that
Any
you
of them
rolled,
broken?
I just added that all. And there's some dried food goods that looks like it would have been an accompaniment to something. Still good. If you want to add like dry rations to your thing, you can all add 10 rations. That is fine. This is the unspoiled food. But other than that, looks like there's a fairly simple temple. There wasn't anything of like real worth here apart from those relics,
well,
and even
that's
those are really only of worth to people in the faith specifically. That being said, you find the room empty. As you kind of make your way down that, you go up a staircase that leads you up about 10 feet and then take a sharp left turn and lead into a dark hallway once again. Stanny, you can see with your dark vision a staircase that goes up and then disappears out of view. It looks like quite a long staircase in comparison to what you've gone up so far. As you approach it and
Following
begin
alongside him, like
begin
this
walking
as
up.
we go.
Okay, are we sneaking? Are we looking out for stuff? What's the plan here?
I'd like to be a little sneaky.
Okay, roll me stealth checks again.
I'll be like a little sneaky.
Yeah.
19's good. Okay, so stealth and stealth. You guys gather you're being really quite stealthy, and as you make your way up the stairs, go ahead and roll me a dexterity saving throw, please, Stanislav.
Fuck.
Do I need to as well? Because I've been
24.
walking them.
You're good. So, no, you're fine. It was specifically the left side of this was the untriggered trap. So, Mr. Maker, as you're making your way up, you see where one of the like bricks in the stairs has been compressed. And then about 5 steps up from that, you see Stanny going. And as he's about to put his foot down on something that looks very, very familiar to that, he quickly just notices that something out of place with it. And as he begins to just barely put pressure on it, catches his foot at the last second and stops from triggering the trap. And you hear the just release before it actually manages to trigger. Looking around, you do see a number of like spear holes in the wall. Yeah.
I just look at you. I look down at the block. I'm like, thank you. And I keep going much more carefully.
You guys make your way into this large, like just a boarding room. The beds are all bunk beds, so they're all too high. Just use your imaginations for that.
Door just open.
Yep. Yeah, there's a jar, and it is blown ajar, like completely just blown open. You look
Before you
in.
walk in, I try to like, hold on. Let's just take a look at this before you go in.
Go ahead, yeah.
'Cause I remember hearing some spooky noises down this hallway. I relay that
Right.
information.
Remembering a cue from an old friend, I'm gonna find like a piece of the ground that's torn up, little rock, yeet it inside.
Okay. Go ahead. Roll me perception checks for the room. I guess if you're trying to just throw a stone in, see what's what. Okay. Not great.
Can I look as well?
Yep, sure. Roll me perception.
That's also not going to be great, just so you know.
17's fine.
Oh, it's all right.
The room is empty. You do see a pair of skeletons laying on the ground. That looks, based on where they currently are, these were probably the things shuffling about in here. You gather once the big thing controlling all the skeletons in the building died, so too did most of those ones.
Except for 18.
After those ones died. After you dispatched the necromantic energy.
Yeah, it's like when you
for the
take out
most
the
part.
Imperial blockade mothership, all the droids die.
Basically, yeah, you killed the brain. You do look in the beds, and they're mostly empty. It looks like a lot of people were ready. but there is 2 individuals just laid over, bleeding, or completely bled out. They're now laying in a puddle of dried blood on their bed. Looks like they did not wake up before the battle came for them. Room's empty apart from that. There is a door in the bottom left corner that is partially ajar, and you smell something coming from there immediately with that perception check. Danny, even you? It starts to hit you after a minute. Like, Mr. Maker, you smells foul. It smells like a combination of waste, death, decay. You're not sure. And you kind of point it out to Stanny, who also picks it up.
I'm not going over there.
Okay, this is gonna be weird, and this is probably not gonna. All right, okay, tell me. So you know I can do the like infusion, the little
Yeah.
like make
Your
something,
artificer infusions, yep.
yeah, to make something smell different or whatever.
Yeah, you gonna do the air freshener?
Yeah.
The magical air
Can I-
freshener?
Can I do that to my mustache?
Yeah, 100%. I will allow that. You just Febreze your finger and give it one of these under here? Okay.
Yeah,
It's the weirdest use of a spell or any ability I've ever seen. But if you want to scent your mustache, I'm not going to fucking
I
stop
do.
you.
Yeah, so
What does it smell like? Are you going with the usual lavender
Oh, yeah,
fields?
it's gotta be
Lavender
the
fields?
Lavender fields.
Yeah, always lavender fields. Okay.
That's a Mr. Maker scent.
Yeah, so all you smell now is just beautiful, fresh lavender blowing across a meadow into your nose. What are you doing?
I want to walk in the room.
Okay. You walk in, find a about 10-foot wide hallway that turns to the left, and you find a staircase that goes down about 5 feet.
Okay. I want to be very careful, having seen what just happened to Stanislav on the stairs. Take a look, see if there's any like traps or if I see
Investigation or perception, your choice.
anything. Investigation all day long, baby.
Hey, Rusty and Headshot, welcome back. How you doing? Thanks for coming in, Rusty.
It's a 16.
Okay. Does not appear trapped at all.
Okay.
Looks like a very mundane staircase, and as you kind of look down into it, you see a large drain in the center of a room with a large grate over it, and that's really all you can see from the angle you're at now.
Well, I want to keep walking down then.
Okay.
Carefully.
As you make your way in there, you find yourself in the privy. On either side of you, there is a bench, and there are 2 buckets that have been tipped over, and you see just like an old, dried up, sorry, this is going to be a little nasty, flow of human waste that has just seeped into the drain. In the corner, definitely you see a man with his pants around his ankles and several stab wounds in his chest. Looks like they caught him at a bit of a bad time. I have to ask, are you like weapon-wise?
No.
Or dick-wise? You talk. I'll let you use your imagination.
Well, I just want to know like how big.
We're not going into that.
Just tell me when it's.
No.
Holy shit!
He's gifted, dude. Now, the one thing I will never do on my D&D games is talk about dick size. It's never gonna happen. We don't roll for dick size. We don't talk about dick size. It doesn't happen. We fade to black.
Has he got anything on him?
No, looks like he was like in his robes, woke up in the middle of the night to go take a shit, and
I got caught in it.
and died. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
if there's nothing of value that I can see anywhere in the room, I'm just gonna walk back out.
Are you sneaking,
I always bring a
or are
to
you
the toilet.
are you all good now? What's the plan?
I mean, I still want to be careful, but not necessarily sneaking.
So not stealthing. You leave and you're still looking for traps and stuff. And as you leave and you step on the step, you hear like the sound of gravel kind of under your foot. And then from behind you, coming from the grate, you hear the sound of
Oh, good.
as it sounds like something is now climbing its way up the grate and moving and slurping its way towards you. And as you look, overflowing from the grate is a mass of limbs, a little bit of bone, and frankly, human waste. That it just begins flowing into the room and almost morphing into not quite like a humanoid form, like just a blob. And just kind of like begins lurching towards you. This undead mass of bodies and shit and all kinds of horrible things. I need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw as soon as this thing comes into the room, please.
Okie doke.
Oh god.
It's a natural 20. So you are not stunned as the pure just scent of decay and waste hits your nostrils.
Would it have been an advantage anyways? Because I was very.
Probably, yeah, it would be an advantage because of the fucking
But I got
the meadows.
So it doesn't matter. But I just wanted to know for posterity.
Yeah, and this creature just
actively
You have the world's best
Begins-
smelling mustache.
begins lurching towards you, and you just smell all this foulness in the air, and then it kind of just lashes out one to almost swing at you. And that's where we will end things for today. We'll come back next week to fight this creature. The last thing that was in here, waiting for you guys, is the fucking Golgothan
monster.
The literal shit monster, dude. I'm so happy. I was really sad. I was really worried you guys wouldn't come through here.
We're gonna die of dysentery.
Probably.
Don't worry, I'm immune to disease.
Anyway, that'll be it for tonight. We're gonna call it a day. I believe we're raiding out to Hell's Corp, who's gonna get a Bloodborne stream going in just a minute here. Get on that.
I gotta take like a 10-minute break, but yeah.
Can
I'm
you
gonna
like
have a-
start the timer
10
stream?
minutes starting soon is what I mean.
Okay. So I'll raid your starting soon screen because I need to take this. Anyway,
Fair enough.
so I want to thank everyone hanging out. We're gonna go shoot you on over to Hell's Corp. It's gonna continue the evening with a little Bloodborne, get a little more entertainment out of him. Thank you again, everyone, coming by and hanging out for my first stream back in a little bit. Always good to have the guys. We'll return next week to conclude this. I didn't know if we were gonna get to this fight. Kind of stoked on it. And then I believe we have some downtime, some in-game downtime coming up. So we'll probably be getting to that a little next session and discussing a little. I need to figure out how we're gonna do that next session. Anyway, I love you guys. We'll catch you next time. Just gotta wait until Hell starts the screen, and then we're gonna raid the fuck out. We'll see you next time. And yeah, in the meantime, I'll be back tomorrow. I'm gonna try out GoldenEye. I really just want to fucking try the new GoldenEye game. The not even remaster. It's probably gonna be hot garbage, but I'm stoked on it. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. Love you all. Peace.
I'm gonna scoot it first.